everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Throes of Chaos, the Montishila Institute of Adventuring. It is our second episode, and I am, of course, your humble host and Dungeon Master, Trevor June. Join with me are my wonderful players. Say hi, wonderful players.
Hi. I did that for Zach.
And,
Oh, what?
and and with me, of course, is our wonderful players are our cast of Caleb Wendt, Zachary Honore, Gordon Pavlot, and Alyssa Bartos. Now, where we last left off, our players got introduced a little bit to the life of at Montishila on campus, including getting assigned as their party together, having their tactical test fight to see how well the party works to make sure the choice was good, and also experienced their first Fight for Food Friday, an apparently spontaneous thing that Lunch Lady White controls. They, of course, met some NPCs, but now they're probably going to meet more, as it is now time for them to attend a couple classes. What are y'all doing?
Going to class because we're
Do we share classes?
yes, some depends.
Possibly. Today, I get, I guess a week. I guess today, yeah, you probably have like introductory courses because it's technically Saturday, so you'll get introduced to your instructors, and also Saturday is also tryout day for people who want to walk on to the teams here.
Battle Mage Tower.
Battle Mage Tower.
You're not joining the battle. You have to be a mage. You're in multi-class and sorcery.
You can go look
what magic I know.
from your brief altercation with a couple minotaurs.
No magic, no magic.
So first we're going to open up on Ghost and Gadot's dorm room. Gadot, you wake up after a restful sleep, especially after the exercise you had the day before of having to fight 2 times, and also just probably some nerves of the first day on campus. Probably as soon as they requested, you might have had some like emotional exhaustion, so you just knocked out. But you wake up to the smell, kind of like a bitter smell almost. And the room is a little cloudy.
Does it smell a little funky?
It smells a little funky.
You get that from Kyle?
Oh, what is that smell? What are you doing, man?
It's a little something I brought from. It's me
You did crack the window too. We're not monsters here.
it gives me a level head. And yeah, yesterday was kind of stressful. I needed the boost.
I don't even blame you. I don't blame you. I do not partake, sir.
Choice.
Not good for the floor.
Okay, that is a big outburst. I think I might need to do my morning ritual again.
You're
Too
going
much
to anyway.
noise. Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right,
I apologize.
I'm gonna start making some breakfast.
Okay, you would have to head down to the commons area to do that with the kitchen.
You want some food? Back up. Going on the road.
All right.
All right, we go to the common.
Yeah, you all head to the commons area, and we're going to cut to far.
He's just crying himself to sleep, waking up crying.
I'm just crying on the shoulder of one.
Oh, you
Keep getting lights and making me.
I keep blacking out in battle, guys.
I'm not sure what's happening.
They do that here, homie. That it's Forcus that says that.
There should be some. Hey, don't
Right.
touch this kid.
Used to have like
He-
the special
listen.
ed kid nest.
And Forkis is like,
I'll
listen,
bite your
kid,
head.
out
Do
there,
not
including
engage.
on it.
Bites.
Forkis
Head
is like,
biter.
alrighty. Far was it? Listen here. People out there are going to be bad people. People that don't care about you. People that don't care about your emotions or your curses or your ideals. There are even some people in here who don't care about that. But once you step out these dorm room doors, once you step off this campus, you're gonna have to deal with that stuff. I mean, heck, you've gone through 19 years of dealing with this stuff. Listen, we're roommates. I we're roommates. I don't want to come home every night to you crying on a pillow.
I don't want to bite people.
You're big. You're buff.
Head
I don't give
biter,
a
head
frick if you
biter,
bite
head
people.
biter.
You don't know what happens, do you?
No, I personally don't. Braxiel's like, okay. First night jitters, we're all getting used to each other. How how about some breakfast, bud? Let's get you, I don't know, like a pound of beef or something.
I'm still full from the head of.
Porkins is like, you bit off the head of the Minotaur?
I ripped it.
That's metal AF, dude.
Was not me. What happened?
Okay.
I woke up bloody.
Okay, fine, but here.
Tired of doing that.
Okay, fine, but here's first apartment rule with the new room setup. If you need a cry and a pillow, not in this room. We're trying to sleep here. We're third years for crying out loud.
I leave. I will go, okay. And walk out. Go talk to my plants.
Alrighty, we cut to Nemsters, and you wake up. Look, you got the bulletin information that Mage Tower tryouts are at 11 a.m. and it's about like 9 a.m. right now.
Fail.
Yeah, Kyle's like, so how was your first day?
I watched a man split a minotaur's skull in half,
I heard about that.
and I
Yeah.
almost died. So we're having a great first day.
Statistically speaking, some freshman party's gonna have a near-death experience. Not None of us did, but it's kind of what we signed up for. We're here to learn how, to be heroes, people of legend. People die when you become a legend.
Yeah, there's me some nubbies.
You to McDonald's.
You do that.
With his little happy
You do
meal.
that. I'm gonna do my morning de-stressing routine.
I don't.
Is this guy a ganja smoker too?
He is. The entire half his side of the room is all
Oh
ganja.
gosh. They call him the ganja lord.
Lord of the ganja.
So, y'all head out and I mean, I guess 3 of y'all meet in the commons area. The Far's going to talk with plants.
I'm gonna go. Nah.
Should I message Headbiter
No.
for breakfast?
Leave him alone.
Erg?
Ferguson, whatever. Leave him alone.
Headbiter, but he's
Right. Honestly, he should be here eating breakfast with us.
exactly. You want
Call him.
me? Not you. What do you think, Ghost? We'll have breakfast together.
Oh, you will sit here and watch us eat. We eat breakfast.
So
Hey, Headbiter, we're down in the common area.
we're gonna cut to a few minutes before that. And Far, you're over by the druidic area. The druidic and clerical area are sort of close together for reasons. Yeah, so you're over here speaking with sort of like touching the plants.
Speak with them. I can't understand what they say, but they can understand what I say.
That's just crazy.
No,
So
animals do the same.
So so wait, is this is this an effect or some sort oh, okay. So people who don't know the ability you're using, like some people are doing some inter some people like see you doing like almost like some sort of interpretive dance almost basically like and there are like some bard majors that like start writing the steps down a little bit.
You're gonna use your shit.
I don't even
and and there are some like and there are like some other students that are like yeah,
I'm giving them encouragement.
I
can
think
do
we
it. I
should
believe in
go.
you.
yeah, and
While he's talking.
there and then a druid pops up, a half elf um girl. Uh, Kyle's still getting high. She's like, blooming ritual. I didn't know a lot of other people knew that one. Band you're doing or the
Just talk. I've been doing this forever.
so you're not trained in the druidic arts, but yet you know druidic stuff.
I can just understand plants, I guess. Animals do the same thing. It's kind of just a. They're my friends. The plants are my friends.
I mean, yeah.
My only
He's
friend.
so really concerned.
It's like, who's this kid?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You see, there, all of a sudden, what you thought was like some cool thing around your neck, all of a sudden, like comes to life as like a little fire ferret. And she's like, "Oh, sorry. This is Kevin. He's my wildfire spirit."
Yeah. I like Kevin. I like ferrets.
It it like jumps and like does a little like snake around your arm and like starts yeah. It like elongates itself so it can wrap around your arm and like starts licking your palm almost because you've touched some plants and there's like some dew he likes. It doesn't necessarily burn.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well,
Please take Kevin.
well,
Please.
Kevin likes you. Kevin, yeah, yeah, we get it. He likes you. You like him. And
Afraid of Kevin. Kevin scares me.
Evan was 11.
yeah, she's like, um, but by the way, Nora.
Write down.
Or a forehead.
Um, I I haven't seen you around, so you're probably got in yesterday as a freshman.
Freshie, you probably. We had the Minotaur thing.
That was your party.
Nobody warned us, and so I got a lot.
Yeah, no one gets warned about Fight for Food Fridays. Like as Lunch Lady White said, they're spontaneous. It's basically she just screams out Fight for Food Friday. Some enemy pops out. We don't know where she gets them.
Cafeteria on a Friday.
I
Yes,
will
we
no
will.
longer be going to the cafeteria on Fridays. I don't need to be around fighting.
We will be at cafeteria.
Weird.
See what happened.
I see big burly full bulk, giant hammer. I would think you're more fighter. You
Better than some other people. I don't know.
wait a minute. 4. You're a Clarissa student? That makes so much more sense now. Yeah, she. Jeebus.
Sounds so low.
That's your son.
I killed a man for her.
Yeah, you're having this conversation, and all of a sudden you hear.
Hey, Headbiter or Frog, we are in the common room if you want to have breakfast with us.
In your head.
A single tear of confusion. I'm like,
Good morning, goodbye.
there's a voice in my head right now. You don't know what the fuck.
She's like, come, what, do you have it? Yeah, Nora's like, do you? No, she's like, do you have a spellcaster in your party? Is it their voice?
Remember?
Bro.
It's the I don't remember most of yesterday.
It's the
That's
message.
true.
It's the message spell. It's the message spell. Just calm down.
Is it?
Probably.
Is it Headbiter? I'm kidding.
Get out of my head. Oh,
Okay.
good.
Hey, hey,
All right. Ease the arm a little bit.
If you ever need a little calming experience, we do, druidic meditation.
Yoga.
Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Ivan made that, didn't he? Ooh.
No.
Coffee?
Ivan's special.
Oh, daggum. Yeah, Clarice talked a lot about his special plan. She always promised me she would bring me a cup, but Ivan never made enough.
It may keep you awake for a day, but it tastes amazing. It's so potent.
Well, I'll hopefully see you later then. Hopefully at that meditation. Sweet. Alrighty.
No.
By them.
Cool. Alrighty, so we are going to. So y'all headed. So y'all are now at the cafeteria. What do y'all want to talk about?
I want to have breakfast and I want to.
Right. Requirements for this mages tryout.
There's no mage trial. What are you talking about? It's Mage Tower.
Mage Tower. What is this?
Mage Tower. A Mage Tower.
A dice tower.
Out. Get up the tower. Whoever does it the fastest wins.
Conversation.
Yeah,
Wait, for real?
that's the thing. Gotta be the
So,
magic, I think.
Hey,
Ned,
I'm trying out.
As a legacy student and someone who was 3-time Mage Tower champion, you know that Mage Tower is a mix of speed, puzzle solving, and combat casting. The main requirement is the ability to cast one spell of second level.
I can do detect.
We have two.
I've got detect magic. So I technically spells.
is one of them second level.
Detect magic.
They're both second level. At second level.
Oh my! I'm in there. I'm in there.
And,
Regret.
but of course, Mage Tower is a free for all sport, but schools get awarded based on how the participants from their school do. Players get rewarded, school gets rewarded. but they're different rewards per person. However, however, a school can only have 9 representatives, one for each school of magic was the ideal, but as more spellcaster types were discovered, the rules the rules kind of changed to just any type of spellcaster is allowed, but still a max 9 for each school of magic type.
I have to go try out.
All right. What you doing?
Good to have breakfast. I am gonna go. Have fun, you guys.
Question:
I already left.
Can I try out?
Nothing's stopping you?
I go to tryouts.
Hey.
What do you
No
want,
attack
big
spell.
guy? Apple.
So we are going to cut to the smithy slash stables where Far is getting introduced to Apple.
The prettiest horse.
What does Apple say?
Wait, you can understand Apple or?
I can understand animals, but not plants. But they
Okay.
both understand me.
Okay, Apple's like, oh, hi there.
Hi there, bud. Very nice to meet ya. Whereabouts you from?
Oh, I was from a nice little prairie farm, and then Ghost here adopted me.
If a
Prairie.
Canadian
Prairie.
horse.
Canadian
I
horse.
thought it was a horse from a dairy farm. I was like, what kind of milk are they?
Yeah, she's like, yeah, you got any apples or sugar cubes?
Glue. Got sugar cubes. Breakfast.
Yeah, you could have.
You
Get
don't
more
have
breakfast.
any. I got some.
Sure, I'll say a little bowl of fruit and be like,
A bowl of fruit.
what's up?
I don't need the sound effects.
Hey, the sound effects go crazy.
You're the one listening to them.
Yeah, and then she's like, oh, so how's Ghost? How have you two gotten along?
How is it going?
Good. Yeah.
You seem a little nervous there, bud. I get it. The second day nerves, first day worst day, and all that.
No, your owner
Just
got it yesterday.
Oh, geez. I mean, to be fair, I mean, our first, me and Ghost's first day, worst day wasn't death bad, but I did kind of drop kick him when he tried to get on me the first time. He did squawk, yeah. His parents also squawked, but probably for a different reason.
So all you hear is her neighing at me and me just speaking normally to her.
Wow. Wow.
Understand your horse?
No, I understand my horse.
You speak to animals?
I can speak to animals, but I can understand what Apple's fucking shit.
I don't know what he's saying, but I know he's talking shit.
Apple.
Kind of like when your cat gets
Apple,
pissed
do
at
you want me
you.
to tell him if you're talking shit?
I mean, all I care about is that you two take care of each other. Cause you seem nice. You seem like big strong. You seem like big strong man. So it's either you can protect or you can chuck him.
Oh. Hey, I'm a 50-50 liability.
It's like,
I'm a 20,
I kid.
60.
Cryos walks up being like, he's talking to your horse. How is he talking to your horse? Does the horse talk back? Because it looks like he's talking back.
He neighs. Damn,
Okay, but it looks like they're having a conversation.
I think they are.
Who is this guy? Because
I'm in a little therapy session in the corner of the stable, just me and Apple.
I mean, it's calming him at least.
That's far.
Yeah, I met him yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, all you need to know. But he does, apparently.
Oh, sure. Why not? Um. Anyway, have y'all met your instructors for y'all's majors? Y'all should probably do that, cause there will be a rush after lunch. That's right. You're unmajored. Oh, I'm taking medical Janet? Okay, so you're gonna head to
Hey, you have a
Huh?
major.
I
You're a
gotta
monk
figure out what's
major.
going on.
yeah, so if you're taking Gen Ed Med, or Gen Ed Clerical, wait, Druidic Med or Clerical Med?
I need to be decursed of whatever is ailing me.
What did you sign? What did you put on your schedule? What did you put?
Undecided.
Velociraptor.
You should probably go talk to the one guy.
Clarice filled out my.
Okay, okay, Clarice is kind of famous around here, so she filled out gen, your general, or you probably are also taking herbology. So you'll probably mainly be in the druidic sector then. You can meet your instructor there. Artifice, right? Alrighty, you're actually right next door to this smithy, because artifice is a huge term, because there's alchemist, there's guns. Kind of overlaps with the merchant major, but there's also robots. So
I was trying to say, look at me.
so you so you just head like 2 buildings down and you'll show up at the artifice, because they didn't want the smithy and slash stables and the artifice ring to be right next door, because we don't know what will go boom, because we sometimes magically enchant weapons. They make a lot of weapons, and putting those right next door could cause a chain reaction of big boom. But they still want them decently close together.
Do I have to go now? Because I was planning on taking Apple here.
Yeah, as I said, take it from a third year. Um, you you're gonna want to meet your instructors before lunch, because there's a rush after lunch, because people usually want to. A lot of people want to meet their instructors on a full stomach, and then you can't get one-on-one time with them instructors.
Apple. Go run.
You're
Just
wrong
not
today.
right now.
Not right now.
Be like, you me.
He's like, hey, they. He's like, fine, and like she looks back at you, Farm, being like, they take us for like a morning stroll anyway, to stretch our legs after after a good night's snap, loosen them joints. You never know when they're gonna get called on. I was called on yesterday. I mean, to be fair, it sounded like a lot of the things were a surprise. I lost the accent there for a little bit. Oh, I've been found out.
Oh,
He knows my secret.
Oh no.
My knees were off.
Sorry, Greyhawk.
Oh no.
All right. Alrighty. Well, Fire, I'm gonna leave you to make sure he keeps that promise of taking me out for a ride. Alrighty. Well, take take care. It like pats the ground a little bit as like waving goodbye.
Alright.
Alrighty.
He's switching, flipping into like Scottish.
For real.
I can't do it.
He said he's a alrighty.
He can't hold one.
Okay.
It's a horse.
It is.
It is a horse. He's not wrong.
Righty.
Go to class.
So, I guess I'll go.
Okay. We are going to cut to Mage Tower tryouts.
Why are you here?
I was just kidding, actually.
Are you here to watch?
Honestly? Let me watch, because I don't got no.
No, you don't. But I think you could physically fight, but you're gonna get fucked up.
F it. Let me run it.
Hope you mind. Alrighty. So,
You check on, but like,
Yeah, sure.
who's scary looking? I got a now what?
Do a perception check for the
Sure.
same thing.
I do it again.
Nope.
Okay.
14.
14, cool. So, Godot, you see mages of all different styles of like garb and stuff. Like you can tell that some people here are here for legacy purposes. Their parents were probably tower participants. You get the competitive spirit here, having been raised in a monastery, having a couple like in-house sparring tournaments, and even some matches against other monasteries. You know what the competitive spirit feels like. Nem, all you see is legs.
I relay that information to Nem.
Thank you. It's kind of hard to see from down here.
No problem. Party mates. Do things together.
Can I go on your shoulders?
I allow you to go on my shoulder.
Oh,
Advantage.
I didn't get advantage. Oh, that's not. I need to make a name for myself.
No.
I don't need to be number one. I just have to make it through tryouts.
I will make sure you.
You're gonna fuck up the competition. Scared.
Yeah. Alrighty. So an instructor pops up and he's like, "All right, so you all wish to walk on the Mage Tower team. As Alrighty, so there are here's all the openings. The fre- there is of course the JV/freshman squad, as we have to allow at least 4 freshmen on the JV squad. There are four openings for uh there are openings in the freshman bracket and 2 openings in just the general JV team. Of course, for you freshman participants, those overlap. And there are 6 openings on the varsity squad.
I win again.
Hamster.
Oh,
Be ready.
The rules of Mage Tower are simple. Get to the top of the tower and step on the sigil to mark yourself victor. First one to step on the sigil is all that matters, even if you are currently engaged in a battle. As long as your foot touches the sigil, you win.
I'm so fucking scared right now. With Nem for this.
However, the tower will have traps, puzzles, hidden shortcuts in there. Each Mage Tower match has a different layout. And the only rule about what spells you can cast is there are no rules. Of course, you have all been checked to make sure you are capable of casting at least 1 second level spell. If any of those were you tricksters that are innate spell casting abilities, well, you've just wasted it. Good luck in the tower, and we hope you pranksters burn by fire.
Question! Okay. Are we allowed to like do physical attacks?
Oh yeah, physicality is fine. Like there are some Mage Tower participants who mainly focused on enchanted weaponry.
Do we all go in at the same time?
Yes.
Are there windows in the tower?
Ba- so there are basically so Mage Tower, the first level has 8 entrances. 8 people enter at a time, not necessarily in the same room. The tower is base you can just feel the tower emanating magic right now. Like yesterday it wasn't emanating this magic at all, but now you're just like, "Oh, that thing's been enchanted."
So I can't spider climb the side of the tower and get to the tower.
You could try, but some people might also have that strategy and you might engage in battle.
Then they're gonna.
How did I use one?
No, we were just check to see if we could.
No, you cast it for the check.
Yeah. You have one spell left.
Wait, does that take my key superiority dice?
Yes, yes, because basically they asked for proof of casting. A lot of spellcasters cast cantrips because
Oh, okay. Then I cast the cantrip.
You know any cantrip.
Yes.
This is the cantrip.
You are a human monk.
No, he's got darkness.
I had. Oh.
What's your cantrip?
That's his second.
I just had it. Where'd it go?
Second.
Minor illusion.
Do you have
it
any
says
other?
cantrip.
No, I got it. It's minor illusion. Yeah.
Hold on. What?
And then he only has second level. He has minor illusion and then a bunch of second level
You have to
stuff.
use key points to use.
Yes.
Okay, you do spend those key points.
Okay. We have one spell left. Oh no.
Wait, what spells do you have if you didn't use that?
because basically why the tryout entries use cantrips is because a lot of those innate ability pranksters can't do cantrips, so that's why they just shoot a cantrip and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're good. You're a main spell cast. You have a lot of spell casting abilities." There are
I'm in firebolt.
Yeah.
Was mine.
Imagine doing a
Wasting.
Shows that you can
Fireball
do
out
it.
of jug. Go.
Merry Christmas.
even those innate spellcasters, they're like, "You still spent a resource, you freaking prankster. We hope you burn by fire."
No, it was a
I'm a
cantrip.
prankster?
It was a cantrip.
Huh?
It was a cantrip.
Wait,
You are what they might classify as as one of the tryout pranksters.
Hope I blow up the fucking building.
shit.
So just know that as soon as you run out of magic, you will have a target on your back, probably.
No,
Jump.
it doesn't take key points to cast the cantrip. It still doesn't help.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Alrighty. Once this blade is lit with the green flame, that is your signal to go. You each
I'm so fucking short.
You each
This is
have
bullshit.
you each have a number designated on which door to enter and what order you are in for entering. Everyone to your marks. Get set.
Fucking.
Climb, and the flame is lit.
I pull up.
Oh, and you don't watch it?
You pull up on the
Thanks,
apple.
I pull up on Apple.
Okay, what does the tower look like?
Okay, so how Mage Tower works. I am going to ask for a series of rolls. First, roll me a d6.
What is a d6?
Boy.
A 6?
Oh, oops.
Boy.
Oh, regular die.
That's what you get for not knowing what it was.
cool.
So, you enter the room and it is a puzzle room. Basically meaning you have to solve a puzzle. you enter your corridor and you are met face to face with another tryout person, Gadot.
You gotta fight someone already.
All right.
It could be me. I'm lost.
Yeah, Charlie, how the fuck did you get here?
I mean, I can't get.
Okay, sorry. Oh. Yeah.
So Nem, you have entered a puzzle room. So I need you to make me a any sort of intelligence check.
19.
19? Cool. So you recognize this puzzle. It's one used a lot, especially for first floor puzzles. Like your dad's told you so much about um his time in Mage Tower. You masterfully solve the puzzle.
Fuck yeah.
Dodge.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
entered a combat area.
Ah.
Please make an Arcana check.
Oh, circle.
This isn't good. Ew. Shit. Oh no.
Roll again, please.
10.
So they see you and being like, "Alrighty, come at me." So what do you do?
I will. I will cast silence.
So you go for that, and they hurl a ball of fire at you. You are knocked back, and now you're back outside of the tower. Oh, and we've had a knockout in combat. You will be allowed.
Fucked
I
up.
got fireballed immediately.
You will be allowed to re-enter in 5 minutes.
You got fireballed out the gate.
Well, I gotta be very prudent with my next spell.
Just
Okay.
throw your oh wait, you don't have a weapon. I say throw your sword at it.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have a short sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, another d6 roll from y'all.
4.
4,
2.
2.
So Nem, you climb a little bit and reach another sector, and it is another puzzle room. I need you to make me another intelligence check. $16. You're still able to solve the puzzle just fine. You manage to clear the room. Gadot, you enter another combat room. I need you to make me an Arcana check.
How many floors are there? Do we not know?
It's a mystery.
2.
2.
Oh shit.
You did, yeah.
Headphone use.
Okay, so he's like, I ran into a dude who ran into you also.
Oh.
I know what to do. Fireball.
Alrighty, so what's your plan?
We're ready to dodge.
So you brace yourself, and all of a sudden you feel the ground give from beneath you, and you are back outside the tower.
Like son of a bitch.
It's like, oh, you will be allowed to re-enter after 5 minutes, good sir.
I see him fall off the top.
Spent 10 minutes
One
outside.
of y'all better give me inspiration. Come on.
No one has it.
I just see you go.
He's just watching you teleport back down.
Alright,
I'm eating you.
another d6 roll.
I will show them I can beat
5.
all the wizards.
5,
This is a fun.
4.
4. Cool. So, Nem, you enter what looks like a Blake room, but it is glowing now. This is what's referred to as a recharge room. You are allowed to recharge any sort of magical capability.
I didn't use anything. I haven't used a single thing.
I've used
Son of a
everything except for one.
What a waste of
Good
my
note.
You enter a puzzle room.
Yeah.
I need you to make me any sort of intelligence.
Well, I'm just
check.
going. It's just you're walking to a room. There's only a door, and then whatever you have to do. I'm just doing that over and over. Can't really climb the tower.
You said intelligence.
Yeah. I mean, you have also climbed some stairs, but
Yeah, we're just going up the tower.
you have ran past some combat zones that are happening on the stairs.
You said any type of intelligence.
Yes.
I'm gonna use my religion, baby.
3.
You look at this and are like, "Yep, this needs magic." No, you're just standing there staring at this puzzle.
I have a smile on my face, okay? I have a big smile on my face.
Definitely magical.
He entered a competition for mages as a monk where he can't do anything.
Alrighty, and yeah, Nem, roll me a d6.
Oh my god.
6. Cool.
It's another recharge station.
Oh my god!
Roll me another d6.
2.
Alrighty. Cool.
You enter a combat zone. Alrighty, I need you to make me an Arcana check. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Cool. Alrighty, so this is your 5th floor now, or 5th zone. Cool. So dude looks around and is like, "Oh, geez, I thought you were some sort of statue. My bad."
Hang on.
Can I fight him?
Yeah, this is a designated combat zone. One person has to kick out for the barrier to
He
open.
insulted me. Scorching Waves twin.
So he just goes to pull out his wand, and all of a sudden 6 beams of fire pop out. He gets knocked out of the tower, and the barrier opens for you to move on to the next zone.
Your turn
Yeah.
to go. Or is he still standing there?
He's got 2 minutes.
Godot, all of a sudden someone walks beside you and is like, "This is a simple puzzle, homie." And he solves the puzzle.
Can I run in with him?
Make me a stealth check.
Love just forced the door to.
Right as you pass it.
Question. To do that, may I cast a spell? Pass without a trace.
No, because that's a ritual, I think. Yeah.
It says at will.
It might be because he's a monkey gets it. I had it on when we were playing pool.
Hang on.
I don't know if that.
I mean, at will.
It's
Seems pretty
concentration
self-explanatory.
for 1 hour. Takes 1 action.
No, he could do it.
Okay, then yeah.
Then, yeah, you can do it.
You just have to
Which means that
yeah,
you can't
so-
get whacked. If you get whacked while you're
Yeah.
concentrating, you
or
lose
do
it.
something else.
Yeah.
What are the components?
Want the components? Components: ashes from a burned leaf of mistletoe and a sprig of spruce.
Hang on, I'm looking.
Okay, yeah, it's all 3 components of verbal, somatic, and material. So you go for the pass without a trace. The homie is like, "Oh, you're trying to get past me." Stealth, Arcana check, please.
He said some firebolt. Oh,
17.
Nice. He goes to counterspell your pass without a trace and goes for like a sly little like bolt of magic, but you're able to slip past the bolt and you're onto your 2nd level.
man, to 2 levels.
No more magic.
I'm so.
Both of you roll a d6, please. So this will be your 6th level.
1. I've hit every single thing.
Oh, you said D6.
Yeah.
Is that combat?
5.
5K. You enter another combat arena, Nemsters.
I get to
You enter a room that is just glowing, and you're the only one in here so far.
Hey, scorching eyes.
You.
Oh, forgot to do that.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh, I rolled 8.
8, you're good.
How did that land?
Yeah, did you see that? It flicked up and then landed on another dice as 8.
So you just see a glowing room. You don't know what goes on in here.
All right, can I hide in the shadows?
Wait, is it a recharging zone, but he has no magic to recharge?
A recharge does not recharge key points.
Yeah, so you're just staying in a room, but if I was in it, it's a recharge.
Wait, can I go on though?
Yeah, you can go on.
Yes. So I'm on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
And Nem, you are in a combat zone. Roll me a Arcana check.
Gives me inspiration.
13. Cool. So, a human like approaches from straight behind you, almost like steps on. He's like, what the frick?"
I take offense to that. Ice knife.
And yeah, so you just flick it up, and he teleports out. Raw magic surge roll, please.
We're up to a 3.
You're good, yeah.
I just made that.
You're at a, so that will make your 3. Yeah, you were at 2 before that roll, so that was close. Okay, so yeah, so you are approaching your 8th floor now.
Oh,
7th. To the 6th floor,
Yeah,
being next to the
7th.
7th.
You are approaching your 3rd. Godot. D6 rolls, please.
Got a 6.
6.
6. Ooh. Oh.
Wait a minute, don't do that.
6.
I'm giggling.
No. So you both enter the same recharge station.
Hey,
Yo.
you made it. I'm so proud of you. Ask about the empty room.
Why is the room empty?
It's not. You just.
So you get all your expended spell slots and sorcery points back.
Can you give me any like advice?
So if you enter an empty room like this, it's a recharge. So we're getting our spells back.
Still try my hardest.
What zones have you entered?
A lot of combat.
There's combat, puzzles, and recharges.
I did a puzzle. I waited till someone else came to solve it.
You need magic to do the puzzles. I thought you're doing really good, though. I'm really proud of you.
I'll get there.
Yeah, I hate to do this to you.
So,
Can you shocking grab?
you're kicked out.
Got hit by something. You can't get hit at all.
Wait. What do you mean kicked out?
Do we want me to roll? I was holding his hand.
Yeah, I rolled a hit.
Cantrip. Does an 18 hit you?
Betrayal.
Don't know if we were gonna have to fight something.
I am like 3 floors under you.
And you're kicking back down to 1.
No! You lied!
What happened?
There's another 5-minute timer.
Ask him what
Can
happened.
I pray to my deity for key points?
Did they actually send it?
I just start cawing. I'm laughing so hard.
Sorry, you're the enemy. You told me you'd do anything for me to win.
That's how you win?
You're an enemy.
We were in a...
We were enemies. You joined a free-for-all tower.
What type of room were we in?
A recharge.
Recharge station. But any sector can be a combat zone, but there are designated combat zones where no one can leave that zone until someone gets kicked out.
So if I go into a puzzle room and someone else is there, I still have to beat. I want.
Or they can race them.
I'll catch back up.
Okay, I have faith in you.
Alright.
Go beat up the people on the lower levels.
D6 Nem, this is your 8th sector.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back on my first.
Back to 1.
That's correct.
4.
4. 3. Cool.
So Gadot, you enter a room and see another puzzle. I need you to make me an intelligence check.
10.
10? 10 flat?
10 flat.
10 flat.
Okay.
This is a puzzle.
You're like, yeah, it still requires magic.
Alright, I hide. Can I hide until someone comes to do it like I did last time? Alright, that's what I do then. Jesus
Then-
Christ.
You.
Puzzle?
Yeah, it's another
I wish
puzzle.
there
right?
was camera
Intelligence
there
check.
so we could see.
Nat 1. Ooh. So this puzzle is a little more complex. It's what's known as Mordekainen puzzle box, basically. It's one of the most complex spells. It's usually reserved for one of the last puzzle areas, but in like extreme, like basically championship levels. Like these people are trying out stuff. They're trying out the best of the best, but
Can I do an arcana?
There we go.
yeah, sure. 16. Okay, so you're able to see that the puzzle box, you have to solve it basically layer by layer. You've already solved the first layer in your head, as it's sort of like twirling and spinning around, but you know in order to solve it, Mordekainen was devious with his puzzles. He real he made it so that yes, it looks like the outer layers are easier, but you have to solve it from inside out. So he made the inside the hardest, and as you work, he hoped that you were too mentally exhausted to remember how to solve the outer layers. So you're able to already start solving the inner layers, but you got to figure out the inner machinations, yeah. Um so um you so now Gadot, someone enters the room you're in, solves the puzzle.
Roll to hide. Sneak in. Come on.
Yeah, stealth check.
He's just gonna come out of the shadows. You're like, what are you doing?
Come, girl. Come on.
Over me, just
I'm gonna be like, can you just let me pass?
Like,
100%.
they look at you like, you don't have any magic. Like, how did you get in here?
13.
13. They see you and are like, no, you don't.
And then snack.
Alright, I wait another 5 minutes, I guess.
Alrighty, so Arcana check. Or any other intelligence check.
Magic.
24. Okay. You've like mapped this out and it's like, okay. There is a pattern with these mechanisms still. I just have to follow the pattern, work my way in, and then work back out. And you start doing it, and all of a sudden you hear a "Gwah, gwah," and all y'all are teleported out. Someone made it to the sigil.
At least I'm not gonna get my ass kicked again.
I was Seeing as you were on the 8th level, I rolled dice to see how the other competitors were doing. 2 nat 20s.
Oh.
Or will do.
Had me to help you.
Okay, so the instructor is like, already I shall consult with the captains and results will be posted on the tower at latest 5 p.m.
Shall we come back at 5 p.m.? Maybe you. I definitely don't have a chance, but you got a chance. You didn't get first place. You're a freshman.
Oh, just.
I run.
I get like.
I don't know.
Yep.
Can I release my wild? Just question.
Bites Pinky. How shall I say?
He's really thinking about
That's happening. I'm happy.
Roll me a d10. On a 1 or 10, you're able to surge out of pure angst. Okay, so you're like real pissed. You like want something to happen. You feel your magic start cackling, but it's not like you're not pissed enough to surge. They're like you know how a surge feels, but you're like you're just angry that you weren't the first to the top.
Rock. He stubs his toe and then he starts crying.
Oh.
Nemmy, nemmy.
My toe hurts. Can I have a band-aid?
Oh yeah. Remember that shocking grasp.
You deserved it.
That helps you.
Oh, yeah,
No, you
much
couldn't have.
damage.
You have no magic.
In a body.
The attacks don't do any damage. It's just teleport out effect, basically all combat spells.
Yeah. If I'm not Water Boy, I'm really gonna be
Well, then.
upset. Alright, let's go get some pudding.
You want to hop on?
What?
I'm supposed to just what? Fine, I'll race Apple.
Roll off,
Stay back and wait
roll
for
off.
Results.
Can I race Apple?
Sure.
You roll with
Athletics
advantage, you
check.
roll regular.
What's your
I don't have a. It won't give me like.
Did I do acrobatics?
You know, and I have the monster.
It's like it's
Yeah.
speed.
Got that 50 movement
I
speed.
think it's like 40,
Movement speed.
45.
Yeah, but this is going to be against
What's your weapon,
athletics.
monster man?
Trevor. Trevor.
I've got.
There.
Alright, Trevin. Since I am a monk, can I use my dex? As in acrobatics. Horse, you put forth.
Probably not. On his back. We weigh nothing for this.
Oh, freak.
I weigh
Yeah,
like
you ain't running
20.
this horse. Outrunning this horse.
Alright, let's run it. Let's run it.
I will say, just based off of movement, she has a base speed of 60. You have a base speed of 30.
I have base feet of 50.
You have 50 moves.
Got mobile and
50
There's
feet
only
walking
10.
speed. You're just
what about
barely going to
that one?
lose.
So you are still behind in this race by 20 feet of movement if you are both dashing. You two are going to make an opposed athletics check to see if you can keep pace. Roll for Apple. I will provide the score.
12. 14 actually.
Wait and
now
score.
you're plus.
That is 20.
Oh, not
So 12 on the die.
I got 20.
So Apple got a 15. So you're able to match it. You're still a few paces behind. Yeah, roll again.
I see an 8 and a 9.
I got 12.
Okay, so now you two are neck and neck, but you are starting to lose breath. You will do this roll with disadvantage as you are exerting yourself quite a bit.
Ooh, fuck.
Ooh.
3.
10.
You make it up ahead, but you are out of breath. So here's what I'm going to ask for now. One last roll to see who wins this race. Horses have this weird thing where they're able to tell the pace of their opponents. So you will make this roll with advantage. I'm going to ask for what's called a climactic stat. You're going to roll 2 dice, take the result that is furthest away from 10.
A 19 and a 1.
That
Tied, so reroll.
is 15.
7 and 4.
Take the 4. 17 on the die?
Yeah.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh no, I got 13 on the die.
13 on the die, so 16 versus
7.
7.
Just like a riding horse can sense when racing, it sees your slowing pace and then spurt of energy pass you to the place.
Hey,
Good job, Apple.
good job.
Good job.
Good job, girl. Hey,
You can do
but-
this.
I'm gonna go!
you put up a good fight.
Oh,
You
thank
did almost win.
Thank you.
You put
Thank
up a
you.
good fight.
job.
Apple, we need to work on your. So good.
You're still good, but still, we need to work.
Pudding.
Okay, y'all are back at the Yeah, y'all are back at the cafeteria. You're
I'm stuffing my face full of pudding, as my fellow.
I'm gonna eat the pudding.
We're all just gonna eat pudding except Zach.
Pudding party!
I'm not.
people will probably take that out of context.
It's CP time.
No.
I message you. Okay.
And you're basically waiting for the results.
Yep, I'm standing at the bullet.
We can bring pudding back to.
Okay, I mean, y'all.
Yeah, y'all have. I mean, you still need to meet your instructors.
Yeah, I'm at mine.
And it's only like 11 p.m. It's like 12 actually.
Wait, 11 p.m. Now it's 12
No.
in the morning.
No, Sorry, I meant 11 a.m. because that's when tryouts were, but tryouts probably took about an hour, so it's like 12:30 ish.
M&M's too.
Oh,
Dad didn't.
Hey,
Just try.
I lost
My
the race.
dad didn't.
And I lost the race.
And
I lost the race against the horse.
You lost a race against the horse. Say that one more time and ask me why you lost.
I lost against the horse.
It was a horse.
Hey,
You're
you
a
have 3
person.
levels and he won't lose.
Em has a point.
You did make it up 3 levels. I made it up.
Honestly, if they don't recognize my skill for getting 3 levels, I'm not water boy. We're having some fucking issues.
So you got 3. How many did you get in there? You still
I don't
You
know
did
how many
great.
levels there were.
Is it like
Yeah.
50?
No,
You
it was either gonna be the 8th was my last, or it was 10. I've been 12.
Yeah, so
10.
how'd you lose? Well, stumped you. Puzzle stumped me too. You got past it twice.
You only
You
encountered
got past
one puzzle?
one.
I haven't accomplished a single puzzle.
How many puzzles did you encounter?
2. I snuck past them both.
No, you didn't.
I saw you come out
Oh!
at least.
You came out.
They didn't catch me in that last attempt. Yeah, you're right.
You
they got
got-
me.
I heard you go.
How did he do after I sent him out?
He was crying.
So, alrighty. So, y'all eat some puddings, and I assume y'all are waiting for the results. So you're gonna meet your instructors.
Yes.
Probably.
Oh, is this my?
Alrighty. We'll start with 4. You head over to the druidic section to go meet your herbology and also general med druidic division instructor. They're probably the same instructor, by the way. So you go over and you see what so you go over and see a black dragonborn tending to some plants in a staff sash. Basically, a lot of the instructors wear sash to recognize them as staff and not student. There's a different color coded staff or sash for teachers' assistants, which are students that assist the professors. Um, so yeah, you see that sash and are like, "Yep, that's my instructor."
Where's the Thompson?
They're so they hear the rustling and is like, already enjoying the plant's life. And you recognize that it's a female voice.
Ah.
Like,
Oh.
look over and
What?
I'm coming up with a lot of these professor NPCs on the spot.
Well, you couldn't base their name around what they do.
Miss
I'm
Drippy.
That's what they did in Hogwarts, where all of them were like around what they
Indeed.
are.
I'm
Let's go with that. That's pretty clever. I'm Professor Dragon Lily. And you might be?
Biter.
just get the mess.
that one message.
I'm just gonna message you at for certain points of the day going, head biter.
All my party. Reason. But
Ah, yes, you're the one she sent a letter of recommendation for. That was beautiful letter. You have some amazing feats.
He's so nervous.
Don't take compliments, bro. Please stop.
So what are you looking?
Here to everybody.
You're the head biter.
Yeah.
She like takes a blossomed flower out, sips the nectar out of it. Her eyes start glowing yellow, and she's like, "Oh, ooh."
Yeah,
Yikes.
Clears did the same thing when she met me. Actually, me when apparently I'd been there.
Yes. She did leave some basic details in her letter of recommendation, but wow, that is something else. Yeah. Well, we're going to have fun. I mean, as as a professor, I hope to have one-on-one relationship with all my students as druidic circles have to be closely knit.
Guy's naked.
Not naked. I am in regular. I. As a
He's
gr-
naked.
What?
I of course also lead the Wednesday meditations, but of course due to like grading stuff, my TA Nora sometimes leads those meditations.
I have met this.
You have? Ah, well, she's a very nice lady. Top of my second year class.
Reminds me of
Headbiter?
Clarice.
I mean, they are cousins actually.
I never told. Family keeps secrets.
I mean, I hear you also keep some secrets.
I personally don't have any. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, you only
Somebody needs to tell me what's happening. Why can't I remember all of yesterday? Half of
Sounds like what you're trying to cure had taken some control for a little bit. We'll we'll work on that. You'll have a little extracurricular project for some extra credit. But this class will mainly focus but these classes will mainly focus on mixtures, what different herbs do, what different flowers just do by themselves. Like you saw what I did with this thing right here. You'll learn all about that. You'll also learn which flowers to eat and not to eat because many adventurers don't know the general knowledge of that. Like fun fact, some orchids. If they're some people confuse the blue and purple orchids. Blue, do not eat. Purple, fine to eat.
Hello.
But if you eat a but don't eat a red one. Don't eat a red orchid unless you want to see colors.
They're a
It's nice to meet you for if anything Clary said is even half true, I look forward to teaching you what I know.
I will do my best not to be try not to break.
Hey, can't make an omelet without cracking a few eggs.
I have cracked two.
Go
I was
now.
gonna say I cracked a Minotaur egg yesterday.
It was fight. I did hear about that Fight for Food Friday incident.
Incident. For
Was
Food Friday, we fought.
told it was brutal, but
Yeah, late. Yeah, White has a sick mind.
Hurry.
But okay, we are going to cut to Vidal. You go to meet your instructors.
I'm
Easy,
dejected.
easy.
It's like where yeah, someone points out and it's like, you look like you've been through hell, dude.
That Mage Tower trial was no joke.
Oh, you're like out what are you, like Eldritch Knight, Profane Soul?
Punk. I just wanted to try something, a challenge.
How much did someone pay you?
No one paid me. I just wanted a challenge.
You decided to go out there. Man, usually the pranksters get money because off of a dare or something.
Wouldn't consider that a prank? But okay. I did race a horse today too. One I did.
There's an emphasis on.
Oh, I almost won. Ah. Oh, yes. There is an emphasis, a big fat one.
Hopefully today's your day, buddy, cause sounds like rough. Uh, over in the corner of the room, you see that there is a circle of people formed.
That going on over there.
It's a second year showing off. He he was top of the freshman unit, so he's showing off a little bit. Um, cool. You you walk over there. Um, and you see someone in monkey or squaring up with someone in chainmail. There is also someone with there's a half orc with chainmail standing guard, like watching their movements to the T, and also a bard that there's also a bard getting handed like golds, being like, all right, all right, all right, here we go. Oh, nice right hook from Kevin. Oh, wait, Clyde slashes and whiffs it. Um, you also see a cleric on standby being like, careful, careful, careful.
Walk up to the cleric.
And yeah, he's like also looking at the scene almost as intently as the paladin, but for a different reason than the paladin. And the cleric's like, what, what, nice kick, buddy.
How do I sign up for this?
Um, it's oh, I mean, all you got to do is state that you state when the winner asks for a challenge, or you just state me basically. I mean, but you got to be the first. Some people want to fight right away, so you got to be quick on the trigger.
I prepare.
Alrighty, so the monk so the monk is going at it. He's bobbing, he's weaving. The the dude in chainmail is slashing away, and all of a sudden the monk claps the sword mid slash, pivots it, and butts the dude with his own hilt. And then with that momentum delivers a spinning kick to the head and knocks him out.
Against him. You prepared it. You know, right now.
And it's like, and the bard is like, and the winner, and still your reigning champion, Kevin.
As he says that, I issue a challenge.
Uh, so you in, so you should the challenge, and it's like, alrighty, and we have an ex challenger, and some booming voice yells, "Hold up! You know the rules. You know the rules of Tower. Max 10 per day, and that was your 10th." And it's like, come on, he just got here, and it's like, Kevin, I make the rules here. You and 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 Brian will enforce them. And Brian's like, hmm. And he's like, you're man, I don't know how I got stuck in a party with you, Brian, but you're no fun. The cleric's also like healing both people. And it's like, hey, but you got in a party with me, and I've been promoting you, hecka. So, out of your just general perception of the situation, you know that Kevin the monk, who is current reigning champion, Brian the cleric, and the bard are in a party together. You don't know if there's any more, but you get a general sense that those four are at least in a party together, assigned by Montishila. And he's like, newbie, you really? I can tell you're fresh blood. You just jumped on that thing immediately. And what did I overhear about you trying to run through Mage Tower with no one paying you for?
Challenge.
For a challenge. Challenge.
Alrighty, kid. You also recognize that he's wearing a staff, um, sash, and he's like, kid, let me tell you something about here. There are there are warriors, there are people who excel in, you know, combat, and then there are the idiots. The stunt you played, no one paying you to run through Mage's Tower, right now puts you in the class of idiot.
I got up to 3.
Nathan.
Congratulations! Some pranksters have made it all the way to 6.
This makes it worse. I did raise the horse.
Oh yeah, I was scouting during that time. You you gotta find your pace, man. Listen, I'm here to teach you what, being a warrior really means. But based on the ropes, I can see you're Lox's student. I, me and Lox were students at Montishila together.
500.
Um, yeah, this guy is dwarven, so he's like, listen, I'm gonna teach you what it means to respect combat, what it means to play smart. A lot of people here, not gonna lie, are meatheads. I used to be a meathead before I graduated. Right now, you're on the list of meatheads. I don't want anyone on my graduating list being a meathead.
Meathead when you graduated?
I said, until I graduated, my instructor helped me not become a meathead, and I'm gonna try to do the same for you.
Last day.
I highly doubt that, as I'm the one who controls the list.
She's like, I'm not gonna graduate you. Get out.
Then again, a lot of meatheads just drop out, so
With your teachings.
don't call me master. Don't call. If you're gonna be formal, call me professor. It's my my name. My name's Professor Slash Hack.
I'm Master Slash Hack.
What did I say about master?
Yes, Master Slash Hack.
No.
I stand behind
No,
Master Slash Hack.
He all of a sudden a quarterstaff appears out of him and he pokes your knees to like force you to stop. What I say about master, none of that here. If we're gonna be formal, professor is the most formal you can be. Just slash hack is fine.
Yes, leader.
We'll work on it.
Slash hack.
He bops you on the head now.
I know my place.
1d4 day.
We're gonna cut to Ghost. Alrighty. So you go over to your instructor's quarters, the artificery. You hear the whirring of gears, the sparks of people using blowtorches on metals, welding, or just melting stuff down. You hear the whirs of engines as some people are working on motor transportation or just a steel defender companion. You also hear the bubbling of alchemists working. You see basically an artificer's paradise. And in one sector, you just see what you recognize as so many different types of barrels and drums and tons and tons of gunpowder.
Guns.
I run over to the gun.
It's like,
Hold up, hold up, hold up. Someone like grabs the collar of your poncho, being like, "You have to go. You have to go through at least a week of lessons before you can go to that sector."
Give me the guns. Give me the guns.
Oh boy, I can tell you're gonna be a problem. You are being like restrained by a human with slicked back gray hair and wearing the staff member sash.
Can I help you, sir?
It's like, I am your instructor.
What's your name?
Professor Smith.
How original. I can see that you were born to do this job, Professor.
ask Clown. I see.
A bit.
Yeah, I see that your horse is by the front door also.
Yeah.
Interesting that you went with a live companion instead of, I mean, I guess it will help with your aiming, as I can see you like the firearm aspect of artificery.
Yeah, because look, here's the thing, right? Everyone's like, why the live one? Why the live one? Because those won't. Here's the thing, you won't get love from. I get love. That's my girl.
And he's like, interesting philosophy. If you,
Also, I'm following after my great grandpappy's brother, cowboy.
what? What? Kenku, famous cowboy. Why do I feel like I know this family history?
Was
Ah, grandpa.
like I heard a bunch of stories. I don't know what happened to him. My dad says that he's gonna tell me eventually.
I'm gonna keep my eye on you, but I feel like you are going to do great things, especially once you're allowed in that sector.
I am going to. So many people.
Hey, we have a firing range. You can only, and you know what? Wouldn't be, wouldn't be the first time a student gets a little trigger happy.
So, uh, some days I might. It depends on what I.
What is that smell?
You don't need to worry about it. Tables are next to weird.
I'm used to animal crap, but that is something different.
special.
I'll. You know what? We all get inspiration in our own ways. I'll. I'll leave you to it, but you're not allowed in any sector until at least a week of classes.
Okay. Well, when do classes start?
Start Monday.
Well, it depends on what time you signed up for.
Well, I'd have to ask my
You you look at your schedule and he does Smith pulls out like his crystal, checks his like roster schedule, and looks like, it looks like you are here. Hmm. You've taken the noon class. Fitting. I feel I feel like that's a little play on your family history, you know, guns. I do.
I knew.
So, I mean, hey, I look forward to working with you.
I look forward to working with you.
Alrighty, so yeah. So you go over a little deflated, almost bloated with how much pudding you ate.
You get voted on pudding. It's pudding. You love pudding. Pudding good. Pudding great.
And you go over to the instructors and you see a man looking over some papers, looking over some crystals, and you recognize him, and he's wearing his professor sash now as the person who officiated the Mage Tower thing.
Walk up to it. Floor time.
It's like, oh geez, can can I help you?
Professor, I'm just gonna lie here for a while.
I mean, I get, you know, exhaustion from academics, but it looks like you're not exhausted. Not how?
He just slowly looks up. He's like, my dad wouldn't move. Pops his head back down.
Oh, you were at Mage Tower tryouts. You're also the dude. You're also the person who rode Montishila statue's head. You're the Nemster boy.
I'm a loser.
I'm still working on the listing. You never know what will happen. Listen,
In about 3 hours, the official postings will be listed. I'm still looking over the footage. Listen, we get it. Only one person can reach the sigil, but from what I've seen, you pulled out some pretty good stuff. I will, of course, consult final results with the captains as they have a say, but I overall have final vote. You never know. By by the way, what classes are you looking forward to this year? I mean,
Pyromance. Classic.
yes, and of course with, you know, your family legacy, of course you'd be, you know,
Dragonborns go crazy.
yeah, focusing on the pyromatic stuff. So yeah, we
And I look forward to working with you.
Daddy was a dragon.
Goes
Mommy was a dragon.
goes over his
roster crystal being like, your name is Nemsters Nemsters. Well, I I am Professor Arcadia. All right, so everyone here has met their professors, and we're closing in on the time where the Mage Tower team postings are getting put up. Um, Far, you are at the posting because you got nothing better to do right now. And you see Professor Arcadia approaching the board with a stack of papers. And yeah, he starts putting the papers up as the other three start approaching the listings also. Anything y'all will want to share before the postings get finished getting put up?
I'm so fucking scared right now.
All right, Apple. If you see any yellow things, they are not hay. Do not eat people's hair. We cannot be having this
How often does
Again.
this happen?
a lot.
I'm gonna comfort them.
Thanks, G.
Keep looking out for Nem's name. Why as they put up people.
Only because I know deep down we
So,
both need it.
yeah,
So
so
how he's putting it up is he starts with the freshman team and then JV and then varsity.
Okay, so who's on the freshman team?
Freshman team. So each team has a list of 10 names because each team consists of 10 people and then you get points for how each individual person places. Um, of course, getting to the sigil basically almost guarantees the team wins, but considering how it's 4 schools pinned against each other in the bracket styles, the points matter for going to the championship where it's just 2 teams enter the tower.
I'm stressed. I need
Okay.
to know.
so
So
you
you look at the freshman listing and you do not see Nem's name on there.
Okay. What about JV?
So he puts up the JV team, you do not see Nem's name on there.
Oh. Do we see Nems on varsity?
So he puts up the varsity, 30 people. You saw probably like 200 of the student body trying out for Mage Tower, and only 30 names getting in is quite the cut.
Yeah,
um
it's a lot of names, a
That's
lot of
the-
X's.
yeah.
You scroll down the names, and in the number 10 slot is the name Nemsters.
We fucking did it,
We
baby!
celebrate.
I will
We didn't win, but.
take the page and go find them.
I'm right behind.
Nem,
Well, I'm
Nem is
below
like
you.
5 feet away from
I was like,
you.
hey, yo, we're
Oh.
good.
I'll take the page and go, Nem!
Yes!
We celebrate.
We
We
did it!
fucking did it! Wait. What's your name?
Good dot. But
Is Godot on there? Where's
Uh,
Godot? Is Godot on it?
This is good dot, even though I'm
Arca-
freshman.
Arcadia puts up a blacklist name of like people who are not allowed to be within a mile of a mage hunter court, and Godot's name is on there.
Alright, let me explain what my guy's going through real quick. So he's looking up at the list, and you know the Midoriya like baby stare when he found out he doesn't have a quirk. I'm looking like that at the list. Just despair on my face.
Cheer up, partner. It'll be all right.
I look back at Nem and I ask, I can be a mage too, right?
Whatever makes you happy, buddy, as I pat you on the calf. I can't reach that high, bro. I'm like 3 feet tall.
Okay, so
Yeah, you are. So you're basically last seed on the varsity team because how it's ordered is that the captains of the team are on top. Of course, there are 2 captains, and then the rest is in order of skill and importance on the team.
So we got
You
10.
gotta start from the bottom. Start from the bottom.
Well, it's
up,
30 people, right?
yes.
Oh, I didn't do horrible then.
You got varsity
We got top
Yeah.
10.
as a freshman.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm on the blacklist.
Make
And
me
they
a
will regret
make
that.
me a history check. Nemsters.
Oh, hold on, let me see. my
Did you
history.
do
With
the
advantage.
worst ever?
I think I have a plus on. I do have a plus on
Like
history.
roll wise?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm talking also in general.
Yeah.
15.
15? Okay.
Okay, so you're going back in your mind, and you remember like the reason why your old man was only 3-time champion is because freshman team scores don't necessarily count towards record-breaking stuff. So you know that your father was captain of the freshman team, which means he was not on the varsity team as a freshman.
Which means you did better than
I
your
did
daddy.
better than my dad.
Yeah, you could become a 4-time
I could.
if you live long.
Well, I
enough.
have to win the tower 4 times.
Go
Don't I have to
brutal
beat
right
it? Like,
away,
I have to
dude.
be first to the sigil to beat the
Don't
tower?
worry.
Or is
Yes.
it just
My
yeah?
new goal is to make sure that.
So the next
happens.
3 years, I have to be first to the sigil.
We'll get you there.
This is training.
Well, that was the intro. That's not.
They don't know. I'm
Champ.
about to disguise
Yeah,
myself
that
and
was
become
that
the
was the
water boy.
tryout, not the
That was-
championship.
Yeah, so you got 4 years worth of championships.
We got
You
this.
better practice.
Oh, I better fucking get better.
Yeah, Mordecai and Spiral really stumped you.
It was a
Oh.
hard ass puzzle.
You know, I couldn't even unlock a door.
Well, you knew it was locked at least.
I couldn't unlock it. I had to stare. Blankly.
And
Wait. for
And
someone.
wait, and then Ted like harassed someone else to open it.
Godot, you see a couple like war mages being like, hey, you see the postings. You are within a mile of the mage tower since they're posted right next to them.
I'm like, cut me some slack, guys. Come on.
I think, guys, I think we should start walking away.
No, you guys can stay if you want. I leave the premises respectfully.
I mean, we got what we wanted.
but
so.
I tell them that they will regret this and they will rue the day.
You could have burned down the mage tower, but
Sure.
you can't get some magic.
Alrighty, so yeah.
Yeah. Y'all got your class schedule figured out. You know what extracurricular teams you're on now for in case of Nem and kind of Godot.
Kadot just on banishment.
Well, he also found out of another different type of tower in the martial courts. But yeah, it's so yeah, based off of the timing, it is Saturday, so not much else to do. So what do y'all plan on doing?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm taking Apple for a ride.
I'm gonna go to the library.
Do you want to hop on Apple to cheer you up?
Did,
Can you take me to the library?
did we fucking race Apple?
I did, and I lost.
Barely.
It was a
still
very
lost.
close race.
It seems I've been losing in everything lately.
You want
Yeah.
like
Maybe I have the
15
answers
feet?
to that
So in
in the
like
library. Take me to the
4
I
library.
say I'll go to the
All right,
library.
partner.
I'll also go to the library.
Do you have a Apple for
library?
Apple?
I give Apple an
I'm
apple.
going with
Okay.
you, bud. We're going to the library.
You can hop on the shoulder.
Thank you.
We're gonna go to the library,
I'll work.
boss.
So library.
I'm taking them to the library.
Okay, you're also going
He's
to
our
library.
Uber.
I'll work on my rogues marcel and windsweep for healing potions. And
Okay, so you're heading to
herbology.
the greenhouse.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. So
Yeah, make us
we
healing
got
potions.
plants.
Make us healing potions, bitch.
Yeah.
So we are going to go to. We're gonna cut to the library first. What y'all looking for in the library?
Magical items.
You're in a magical library.
It's a library.
It's a library.
Like a book on magical items. Like to maybe make me good at magic.
He's trying to cheat.
He wants to cheat.
Magic items are allowed to a certain extent.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
He's just
So
uncovered.
can I go look at like some books on that?
Yeah, you can look for books on magic. What are you looking for?
Books on magic.
I
wanna
Probably of a different genre than
Yeah.
What specific magic?
I want to look into like different
Winning magic.
sorcery and
I want to win.
Okay.
school tales. And
Yeah.
Abjuration.
And then Gus, what are you looking for?
Enchantment.
I just dropped them off.
He's our
Okay.
Uber.
I'm going for a ride.
Okay, you're just taking some
He
laps.
was our. Wait, what's a horse Uber? A Hoober?
A Hoover.
A Hoober?
Wait, can I
I'm
give?
an I'm an Amish Uber.
Can I give Apple another apple?
Yes.
I throw Apple the apple.
Apple catches it.
Ooh, so
Before you leave, we should meet up for lunch later.
That was
Yes.
that was probably some
I agree.
weird noise in the mic because I mimicked a horse eating an apple.
I hear just him crunching in the mic.
I apologize, headphone users.
Very unprepared.
Some ASMR in our
Dying
D&D
zombie.
podcast.
No.
But yeah, I just go for a ride.
He's
Okay.
torturing himself.
Just
Just
stretch.
take some laps.
Yeah, stretch Apple's legs a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so for the people who are actually trying to find books, I need you to make me an. What role would this be? Not necessarily Arcana, because you're not looking into magic.
History?
No.
Insight? Investigation?
Investigation. There we go.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Oh,
19.
Okay.
would insight work?
No.
It was worth a shot.
Is your investigation like negative?
No, it was just 0.
Oh, roll high.
Oh yeah, baby. 14.
14, not bad, not bad. So let's take care of Gadad's 14 first. So, um, Gadad, the monastery probably has a little smaller library, not to the extent of a wizard's library, but enough where it, like talks about different like breathing, katas, stuff, meditation, stuff like that. So your sort of training and instinct sort of like sidetracks you to that, but you end up in like a little magic subcategory since you were looking at magic, but just your instincts is like punchy.
Punching magic.
Yeah. But you do find a book on in the very early ages of the art of mar- martial combat, like returning to the traditional styles of like none of this blades or bows and arrows stuff. In order to you find a history book on in order to combat more arcane mages, they turn to the arcane themselves. They, made magically enhanced hand wraps that could turn their fists into giant boulders or set them on fire, or they punch and it starts a lightning arc.
This intrigues me.
He's gonna become Raiden.
Oh no.
You all.
You also see some talking about how they enchanted their robes, where they'd made their robes at harder than even mithril somehow.
That's hard.
Yeah.
I choose to look into this.
Yeah. So you.
You spend some time studying this, and you just get sort basically the equivalent of getting lost in the sauce. You you turn in this book a little more. You find more history on different katas that produced weird magical effects. Like in the very back of the book is an advanced kata technique that was rumored from the ancient masters, like the originals of the martial arts, that they use them to summon different illusionary forms of the different colored dragons. But the book says, disclaimer, this ability has not been replicated since the Masters. We assume it requires way more key than the Masters could have passed on.
I swipe
What do you mean
the
you
technique.
You can just check out the book.
I check out the book.
Okay.
just rips the
Yeah,
pages out of the library.
You head up to the
book?
checkout.
Checkout desk, you show them their student ID. The bracelet's also sort of like the equivalent of two-touch verification. They're like, yes, Godot, please return this book in a month or you will face late fees.
What's late fees like?
Um, runs about 5 copper a day. It's late.
How much to just buy the book?
20 gold.
Would I have gold necessarily?
Check your inventory.
We were given gold
We
in
were.
the beginning.
Mhm.
Depending on our families.
I don't know how to look at this.
Also, each class just has a starter gold.
Yeah. I have 70.
Inventory?
I've got
Oh.
75.
Does
I'm
even-
sorry, headphone users. I didn't mean to clap.
He has not added any starter gold to
You
it.
guys, no gold. Good
I checked
job.
the book out. I pull out my pouch and you just notice there's nothing in it. So I put it back. I check it out.
I forgot to do
Yeah.
money.
Cool.
So you check the book out. You probably go back to desk to skim through it a little bit, waiting for Nem. And Nem, let's take care of your 19.
Yay.
You find the section that's dedicated to different mage tower strategy. And also sort of like old school newspaper records of mage hunters mage tower stats.
Can't say mage hunters in this house right now.
No.
Not yet.
Where? It's like squirrel.
Squirrel!
Mage hunters.
They're
huh?
coming. I don't want to deal with them.
So yeah, so you find the clippings of your dad's championships and their reports. But you but you find specifically that the Mordecai spiral, the floor you got stuck on, was not was added pretty recently. It was added like about 2 years ago, um because the tower was because they switched it from three schools going head to head before the champions to four 2 years ago. They needed to present a little more challenge to make sure it wasn't just a cluster F and we didn't have to do a tiebreaker. So they added the Mordenkainen Spiral as sort of a stump card for Matt. And you also read up that each mage tower has a bit of sentience. Um, so the tower itself can register the different arcane power levels of each of the participants. So it switches up the floors based off of how talented the tower views the arcane user.
Cool.
Yeah. So you skim a little more, um you find different reports floors are de- on how floors are determined, but there's no overlining pattern between the reports. It seems that the minor sentience of the tower is just like sometimes like I want to help you out, and sometimes it's like F you.
Oh, so there's good days and bad days.
Good days and bad days.
It's like the luck in Stardew.
Yeah.
So yeah, just luck of the draw, depending on the tower. There are even reports of like some people claim that each tower gives like home court advantage, but there are other reports being like the tower treated the home court homies the hardest. So it's like, yeah, good days and bad days. There's no overlining pattern for each mage tower. So yeah, um, that's the well, not quite the homies at the library. Are you gonna check out any books, Nem?
Mm-mm.
No, just cruising, not checking anything out.
Cruising, yep.
Can you re-explain to me what that technique was about again?
So the technique you found near the back of the book was a long, kind of long forgotten kata that is assumed it produces. If the user has enough ki, it could summon an illusionary dragon of a certain color.
That's just Poe from Kung Fu Panda. That's just the Dragon Warrior. Can I check any books out? There's just any just books on basic sorcery and spells.
Yeah,
interesting.
there's
Anything that pops out.
Yeah, there's like they have rental copies if you don't want to just buy them outright of like the school like Schools of Magic 210 textbook and stuff like that. If you want to check those out, it's like they for rentals they're giving like the basic like freshman course textbooks, but they kind of cheese you out of the golden later years and ask you to actually buy those textbooks.
Losers. I'm good. I'll go. I'll leave.
Okay. Before you leave, the librarian taking care of you hands also like pulls out a flyer while you're checking out Godot and being like, "Oh, by the way, huge party the student body usually knows about. I assume you're a freshman because of the color on your bracelet that you might not know about it, but there's this little party just a few blocks away called the Howl. 90% of the student body goes. Huge rager. Um, just yeah, not again, 90% of the student body goes to it, and then you see by the door they have a much bigger flyer advertising the Howl is coming up.
snap. I'd say I'd take a picture, but that doesn't exist.
I shout to Nem, we should go.
There's a spell for it called Encode Thoughts.
Oh,
Yes.
even though we're in the
It's a
library,
cantrip.
I shout whisper.
So it's kind of like, Ayo, Nem.
Why don't you just walk over to me?
No, I'll whisper shout.
Okay. I'll be like, cool. Yeah, we'll tell the others at lunch, and then we can go. When is it?
You see that it is Thursday night.
Okay. You got a flyer?
Yes.
All right, Gucci, let's go.
Cool.
We're going to cut to Ghost taking a couple laps.
Oh, what's gonna happen?
Ghost, you're taking your laps on Apple, and you're at the part of your lap where you go to the Commons, and a bunch of what you assume is student government is plastering the Commons, the posts with the same poster. You see, because of how you're moving in, just how fast Apple can go. You kind of see like there's white lettering on a black/navy blue background with a crescent moon on it. You can't necessarily make out the words, but the posts are getting plastered with this.
You can't get rid of Headbiter. He's one.
Whoa! All right.
Exactly.
I gotta read this poster.
Alrighty, so you read the poster. It's talking about something called the Howl. It says it it says it's a party, but you can tell like by like the adjectives it's using to say it. It's an underground rave.
That's Smile.
All right.
I think I know what we're
I
doing.
know what I'm doing.
Yes, and you see it is Thursday night.
Today's
All right.
Saturday.
Thursday is gonna be fun. Apple, we got to continue going because I got to get to lunch.
Yeah.
So,
Well, technically dinner because the postings were at 5 p.m.
Oh shit! It's dinner time.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have lunch for dinner.
Yeah.
So we're gonna cut to the greenhouse, and you said you're trying to make different potions.
Yeah. With trying to make some herbal remedies for like just
basically trying to make the equivalent of like the weakest health potion you can try
that
to
or
make.
antidotes and stuff.
Yeah. Make me a medicine check. And if
Oh, I don't got shit. I gotta pull this one.
A 14.
14. Okay.
And I do have a herbalism kit as well.
Okay. Are you proficient in it? Okay,
I
so
took
add
that
your
as one of my
proficiency bonus
proficiencies.
too.
Oh, proficiency is
+2.
where? Blind.
A proficiency bonus.
Okay, so 16.
16. Okay. You gather some herbs. You concoct some stuff. You're also like doing this as sort of some stress relief, because yes. Also possibly some happy time since Nem made it on varsity as a freshman, being like but also being like Nem's probably gonna get into some stuff.
Em's gonna need these.
Nem's gonna need help.
So with the supplies you're allowed to get to pre taking any classes, learning about the herbs, you're probably with the 16 you can probably make one equivalent of like a health potion that's a D4 plus 1 of healing.
Or is that minor healing?
It's
Yeah.
just a potion healing.
Yeah. I think minor is more than I think of regular.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like a 6.
Yeah, so you're brewing, things are bubbling. Some of the flasks that you have to use, you'd kind of have to finagle with your giant hands.
Big ol' hands. Big hands.
Yeah, and as you're brewing, and kind of struggling with one of the smaller flasks, Nora walks in and helps you screw the smaller stuff in a little bit, and she's like, "Hey,
Nora is another druid in
Oh,
the
yeah.
greenhouse.
Is she bad?
She's a student. She's a baddie.
you also know that she was also a student of your adoptive mother."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, auntie.
Auntie.
My auntie Clarice.
Yeah. Motherly figure, but you call her auntie because your backstory is all sorts of chaotic.
I wrote too much this time.
No.
Not necessarily. It's just that you classic tragic backstory. Yeah. Yeah, so she's like, I see, let's see, you got some wormweed, health potion stuff.
Yeah. Wormweed and whips.
In
I
whips.
made edible juice, basically. Wormweed.
Yeah, so
She's like, any reason why you're making this?
It's kind of a gift of you're probably gonna need these for NEM. They got on varsity.
oh, I did see that. Yeah, I also saw Godot made the blacklist.
How the
Yeah.
fuck do you make the blacklist?
I don't
bro?
know how he
That's
managed that.
funny.
I didn't think it was a good idea for him as a monk to go into the arcane tower.
Yeah,
So
no, everyone's laughing at him about it. Well, they're laughing at the list in general, but his name is on it.
yeah.
Is that the first ever blacklisting?
No, there's a
Please tell-
blacklist every year.
Please tell me it's at the top of the blacklist. It's highlighted.
Well, he's the newest addition.
Yeah.
How bad do you have to fuck up to
Um,
get on the blacklist?
3 floors.
I don't know
Oh.
what you did wrong, other than do something you shouldn't.
That's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Okay. So
I
what
feel
you,
like-
what you doing here, Nora? Coming to check up on your plants.
Yeah, just brewing a little bit too. I'm also part of student government druid representative, so I'm also here posting this in the greenhouse. And you see a poster advertising a little party called the Howl on Thursday night.
Interesting.
You should totally go. Bring your party.
Anti-social.
It looks like there's
baby.
gonna be a lot of people there. I'm not the greatest in crowds.
Headbiter gonna go crazy.
Oh, come on.
Meet some new people. You know, it's a pretty calming environment. Make a lot of friends.
A rave is not
I'll have to get
common.
permission. Or I should at least ask.
Okay, you know what? Talk to your party. If they go, you should come with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause hey, like 90% of the student body shows up.
90%.
90%. That's all. This is a big student body because there's a student governor
that
for
would
every
be-
I
I
class.
was gonna say my village is like 40 people.
There's gonna be like 100 people.
Not used to crowds.
Hey,
Oh no.
it'll be fine. I'll be there too. If your party comes, you should totally come.
It's stressing
Okay,
me out how
we'll
bad
we'll
they
see.
want us
We'll
to
see.
go.
And I might see you
It's
there.
like there's gonna be a fucking dragon.
Are
or
you
something.
going or just setting it up?
I'm going. Yeah.
Okay.
She said she was gonna be there.
Yeah.
Didn't listen to
Yeah.
I
Well,
understand. It's a woman. You're scared.
Oh,
that.
I
You
did.
don't have access to this yet because classes haven't started, but for some extra potency in this, after weeks of class, you'll have access to you'll have access to beetle root in that corner over there.
Okay, I'll keep that. Beat.
Robbery. Steal from the poor.
We'll be like, could I go? No, not yet.
Alrighty.
Sick. So, yeah. What y'all up to now? You've brewed a potion. You've looked at some books. You've taken
I
Taking a
was
lap.
going to dinner.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some dinner too.
Dinner.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna meet up for food.
Bean.
How the fuck do you spell beetle?
Nom.
Beetle, Beetle.
I was doing 2 T's instead.
Root.
Betel.
Yeah, cool.
So, yeah, y'all meet up at the cafeteria. It's Saturday, so you can let down your guard a little bit.
We're still ready for the Minotaurs. Let's get some nummies, bro.
Nummies?
I said that last time too. It's nummy time.
Cool.
So yeah, the four of you meet up. Each get some food, and yeah, to discuss amongst yourselves.
What's on the menu?
You have the on-campus fast food reps. The
Can I get lizard bites?
Oh wait for that. Did you just say lizard? Excuse me. I am a type of lizard.
What's next? Do
I
you want?
changed that statement. Can I get a chicken sandwich?
Excuse me. Listen here, partner. I
He
know
is
I
a
laughed
butt.
at you failing the Mad Tower, but everyone did. You don't have to insult me and my kind.
Fine, I'll take porridge.
Does the
Distasteful.
crow not know that crows eat meat?
Oh, I know, but he don't need to be eaten.
He don't need to be eating.
He don't
chicken
need to
in
be
front of
eating.
him.
What he
my
doesn't
kind.
know won't hurt him.
Oh no,
Put it down low. Put some chicken up in that.
Man, you out here disrespecting we Dragonborns. I don't know what
You-
to say.
You won't. This is a porridge shop. Do you think we have chicken?
You just
Hey, Jimmy, we got any chicken in the back?
you're a fucking king.
Who the F is asking for chicken at a porridge shop?
I need the protein.
We got powder for that.
This guy definitely walks around with just a cooked, unseasoned chicken breast in his pocket. Just pocket protein.
Pocket protein. That's what the monks taught him
When
to
you
do.
trip in the chicken
Well,
spills,
can you
that's
add double of that powder?
My pocket spaghetti.
Yeah.
I'm just here for the porridge.
Jimmy,
The protein porridge. Finally, homie's making sense.
What kind of different porridges you got?
We got
I'm lactose intolerant.
porridge.
we got.
Porridge.
You can make
Aren't
a porridge with almond milk.
Aren't you a cow?
But in terms of the kind, we got Feywild Wonder, which is just we mixed a bunch of berries, not actually any fruit from the Feywild. Cool.
I'll take the Feywild, fairy one.
Yeah, Feywild Wonder.
Yeah.
All right, Jimmy, we also got a Feywild Wonder.
Is there just porridge here?
Can we get normal porridge?
2
2 normal porridges?
in small bowls.
With some lizard sauce.
Stop!
No,
I am
it-
offended.
It's a sauce from your culture, is it?
Actually, I'll take
No!
some berries. In
Oh.
Made out of the dead brethren.
Wait,
The
Can-
ancestors.
can I get a Feywild Light? You got it.
What is that?
I just want the berries.
I just want the berries. So what did you guys do? We went to the library and there's a party, and we were basically harassed to go to the party.
Order up.
Healing potion.
Thanks. I'm s-
Congrats on getting varsity.
Hey,
You might need
congrats.
this.
Yeah, so
Oh.
The Feywild Wonder is literally you can't even tell where the oats are because it's so colorful.
Hell yeah.
The Feywild Light just has blueberries and raspberries.
Aw.
I
Add
will
protein.
scarf that bowl and
Yes.
go get another.
Your porridge, because you asked for double protein, is so brown it looks like a pile of crap.
Man's gonna have to shit.
I eat
You eat what?
my
He
porridge.
consumes his porridge.
Yes, and you get
Land, so it just looks like a bowl of oats.
Is it a big bowl
Got
of
oatmeal.
oats?
Well, you asked for a small bowl of oats.
yes. It's a small board. It's still
Why
Oh,
did we
like
pick the
we're good.
most boring ass food?
I just wanted porridge.
yeah.
We're at a porridge
The small
place.
bowl is still probably like you going like this, like having to hug it. Still a decent
Hey, does
bit.
anybody want my leftovers? Okay. Wait, you can't have it. Because you get lactose intolerant.
Eh.
You just made a big deal of that.
Well, I'm not gonna go out of my way to not eat dairy.
Ah, yes, classic lactose intolerance.
I'm a little
Exactly.
small bean.
Yeah, so y'all eat and conversate amongst yourselves.
Blacklist. Huh?
So
Sucks to suck, kid.
I'm sorry you're on the
Oh, they'll
blacklist.
rue the day. I'm gonna become the best magician
How are you gonna do that?
by tricking them.
you're gonna become a magician?
Not in like a true magician sense.
Are you gonna learn spells or something?
I'll rely on items.
I feel like that's a bad goal. What did you guys do? How was your whole Hoover?
Well, no one else needs to ride anywhere, so I just took Apple for like 3 laps. But I did see the same posters. I think it's a rave.
Ah, the house.
They are everywhere.
Are we going right?
Yeah, I'm going.
It's gonna be a lot
What's
of
a
people.
rave?
Third.
That's a lot of people. Jumping.
Listen,
And it's loud.
It's everything you can't do.
we can go together.
There's a lot of flashing
all of us.
lights.
We can get you like little
It's
earplugs.
gonna overstimulate
Ghost,
me.
can you make me a perception check?
Yes.
Oh,
We can get you like little earplugs.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people. I am very small and easily trampled and stepped on.
That one.
With advantage.
He's like, you need to see this.
And then the
11.
Okay, so when you were looking at the posting, when you were able to check like, oh, this is an underground rave, you saw that part of its featuring list is someone named MC Darks.
MC
and you-
Darks.
And you know from you getting stoned, and conversating about musical choices, that MC Darks is a very rare performer to get at these things. Like, he only performs live on what you know as crescent moons. Like, if it ain't a crescent moon, he ain't coming.
Look, guys. MC Dark is going to be here.
Who's MC Dark?
If you guys would indulge in me sometimes at night, I could show you him. But we're going to be there Thursday.
So we're
we
going.
have to see. He never performs.
Are you bringing Apple?
Indulge like smithing after bedtime.
I think he means exercising.
So,
Reading books?
I indulge in the little herbalism activities.
Oh, potion making. I get
What
it.
should make you say?
Ah.
Herbalism.
Herbalism.
I can grow any
Farming.
plant.
You can grow any plant.
I can talk to plants as well.
Ooh. Well,
Wait, when did
I
you talk
might
to
just have
I know
you.
you. I know
I've
you.
always
Remember.
been
All right, but we're getting sidetracked, here, folks.
I talk
We're
to
getting
my plants.
sidetracked.
I know you.
They can't
Look.
talk back, but I can talk to them.
I need to see this performance.
Okay.
Can I
I
at
would
least
li-
be on someone's shoulders?
Yes.
You
Okay.
can be on mine.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna need to be on. Well,
Or you can be on.
I don't think they'll let me bring Apple into the building.
Probably
I can
not.
make a big fuss about it, but I don't think they'll let
Emotional
me.
support horse.
Do you have the paperwork for that?
We can forge it.
I can forge it.
We can forge it.
That will be a roll, but you can certainly try.
He's an
And then we'll just all have to play in with the bit.
I'll just walk past him.
forge my paperwork?
Forge emotional support animal paperwork?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a sleight of hand. Do you have a forgery kit? And if so, are you proficient in it? Because if you do not have the official kit, it's gonna be with disadvantage.
That would be in your
It's
backpack.
just gonna be a piece of paper that says, "Let the horse in."
Just put some gold
No,
coin
I
in
don't.
it.
So
Okay, so it's gonna be with disadvantage, basically using a quill and pen.
Okay.
11, 10.
So I got a 12.
12?
Yes.
Okay,
So you don't have the official kit, so like it doesn't have any like wax seal on it or anything, but it's basically saying like that this horse going by with a like dash for the paperwork to fill in the name Apple is hereby allowed entrance to anywhere for emotional support of the owner, line to enter name Ghost. Um
This looks legit to me.
It
if there be any other restrictions, please consult the um the distributor of this certification at you enter a like random.
You can enter
Nem's
mine.
dad.
Wait a minute.
I entered no Nemsters.
No.
by the message spell.
They have to talk to you, partner.
No.
Nah, they'll talk to my mother. My mom will yell at them. You say, "Let my baby keep his horse."
Cool.
You let the ink dry and it's like this looks official enough.
It looks passable.
So, Thursday night, we're attempting to go to this rave
With apples.
with a man who bites heads off when he's overstimulated.
Well, we'll protect the
Not
people.
necessarily overstimulated.
No, we're going with that right now.
We have the
Not
power
gonna
to stop him.
overstimulate.
Do we? With what? The power of friendship? 'Cause
I mean, us three, I'm sure we
that
can.
didn't stop him.
And there's
last
going to
time.
be other strong people there. We can all stop him. Before he kills at least
I
7
feel like
people.
we should have a plan for him.
6 is guaranteed.
We should have a backup plan for him. Like we need to like bring him like headphones.
What's the safe word?
Well, we'll just stick him with earbuds. Or like little plug hole things.
Can we get him the noise
Do
canceling
you-
headphones?
Do you want a little toy to play with?
You want a
I
I
fidget?
have my anvil.
Oh, I was gonna say
He
I
starts
can.
smithing mid
No,
performance.
No, he has
It's a squishy-
It's a squishy end.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a
Stress ball.
potassium
Yeah.
metal, so it's really
Oh.
soft.
Yeah.
So it's like a mold. It's like clay.
Dang.
But
You also have your little necklace.
Yeah,
Also.
I
I
got
think-
the coffee necklace
we need something
that I
for
can
him.
snort whenever I'm overstimulated.
Yeah. these
Should we
hands.
bring some headphones and
I can make some headphones.
I have an
Just put some
idea.
cotton in my ears.
Let's go talk to Cryos and see what he fucking has.
Okay, I was gonna say I can make some headphones.
Let's
Alright.
go talk to Cryos.
So gonna go visit Cryos.
Dorm 3, room 13.
So,
Alrighty, so all 4 of you head to dorm 3.
I wrote that shit down. 'Cause
I
I,
also wrote that shit.
I was like, I wrote that down.
You go knock on his door and he opens it and you get hit with a blast of frigid cold air.
It's just torso.
Are you okay in there?
Good thing I'm down here.
Oh, wait. I didn't think about that.
He split it open.
He opens it. He just looks down.
Well, he gets met with a face full of hex.
Oh, yeah. Looks down to us just waving our little hands.
At least there's one.
we
normal
really
sized
need to
person here.
consider size difference when forming these parties.
Hello.
Just, hello there.
Hello, tiny man.
I'm out. What do y'all need?
Why is it cold in here?
I get overstimulated easily. Can I have a pair of ear?
Do you have
Protection.
anything for that guy or for the rave?
Oh, sup the hell? Yeah.
I've heard it's gonna be loud.
We need something for that.
So
Oh,
you want?
sorry, for that. Pointing upwards.
Yeah, so he's like, give me a minute.
I still want to know why
He-
it's fucking cold.
Yeah, he closes his door, but you hear some rustling. You hear the sound of something shattering. And he comes back out with a handful of what looks like shards of certain things, and he's like, "Hold out your hand." They are so cold to the touch.
shaking.
I'm like jostling them so they don't get frostbite.
Yeah, they're not necessarily frostbite cold because you can tell that they're magical, but they feel cold. Yeah, he's like, if you feel overstimmed, pop one of those in your mouth.
Is it like a mint?
Is it like a mint?
He is like, how do I explain what?
Is it
Just
like
try one. Test
a
one out.
mint? Do you want me to stress
Is
you out
this
first?
a drug?
No, it's not a drug. It's something I.
Do you want me to like
It's
bite
something
you first
I make
before
for.
you take one?
It's something I make for the ADHD monks.
Oh, you're set.
Oh, so he makes crack cocaine.
Oh, so he's making
No.
crystal meth in this bitch.
Oh,
So you pop a shard in?
I'll pop 2 shards.
No.
2 shards? Okay.
shards.
Why?
Can you
It's like goldfish.
roll me 2 of your d10s?
Roll 8 of them
Not
bitches.
percentiles, please. Oh no.
Do you need another one?
Oh no, that's a 8 and a 2.
Okay, so you pop 2 shards in. He doesn't realize he did 2, but all of a sudden you get like a tingle down your spine, and all of a sudden everything becomes blue tinted, and all the noise becomes a little muffled.
So he's high. You
But-
sorry. You okay
But
there,
all of a
buddy?
sudden you also But all of a sudden you feel like
But you also feel like you every everything also like slows down a bit so you can register your scenario a bit too, and it's like, oh, what's up? There's a dude coming out of dorm 18 that looks like he's a bard. There's you you smell a bit of someone also herbalizing. All of a sudden your senses, while some of your senses feel like they're getting dulled, like the ear muffling, all of a sudden your sensory awareness gets multiplied like tenfold. Like you're able to tell what's going on 2 floors below you.
Hell yeah.
Lexapro.
So it's just Lexapro.
and it's like
And Kryos is like, how you feeling, buddy? And you're able to hear him normally.
I don't know what that is. That is something.
it's like
Something is happening.
he's
And
like
I-
it,
Mm.
It's a Mephistopheles shard.
Man.
he did say meth.
I would just
math pH.
It did.
It's meth.
meth.
It's meth.
It's
meth.
magical meth.
Meth.
Yeah, it
What
is
is
that in the inventory?
what is this going to cost us?
Magic meth. No, that is not. An
What
item.
other funky things do you make, sir?
What are with your
Whoa.
magic rocks?
And he looks at you and is like, who's asking?
Me?
Fair enough. He reaches in his pocket and is like, hands you a green shard.
Oh.
Thank you. How much is this gonna cost me?
consider this stuff on the house.
Oh.
What?
I pop
popping
it
it now?
Yeah.
What did
Popping
you
at the
just give
rave.
him?
So you pop it in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no! You should have given it to me.
You're already stoned.
Oh, you're fine.
23.
23.
Cool. So you pop it in. It immediately like dissolves in your mouth, and all of a sudden you see like a little like blue thing on Cryos's shoulder.
Oh.
This man just got LSD'd.
Oh.
Oh.
Fellas.
And he's like looking at you, waiting to see what the effects are.
Fellas. I feel amazing. There's a little fella on your shoulder, sir.
Oh.
He's like, oh, Oh, you see Kyle.
Yeah. Hi,
Kyle.
He like wraps it around his shoulder. It's so weird because it's like it has 2 arms and 2 legs, but it still like moves around as if it's like snake fashion, like wrapping around his arms and like sort of like koala gripping the arms too. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm the one who gets all these shards for him."
Well, sir, if you have any more of those, I will take them gladly.
Yeah, what you just took was called um is what's called an obsidianite shard,
Hmm.
Fun.
which gives you the ability to see extraplanar beings. Not necessarily 100% true sight, just if we want to be invisible, that taking that shard denies it.
Okay.
Are you going to the party?
Cryos is like, no, I'm not a howl participant.
Have you ever been there?
It so the howl originally started as something else a long time ago. It was meant as a meeting of a certain kind of people. But then it involved those certain kind of people bringing in their significant others. Then those plus ones brought their plus ones. Now it just has evolved into a certain rave, basically. Me personally, I just, while I don't mind those people out and about enjoying their time in the moonlight, I just choose not to participate.
Is there something you're not telling us about the rave?
Nah.
Okay.
I would like to make an insight check into that.
Yeah, sure.
I would also.
I will join you, actually.
Yeah, anyone who wants to make an insight check can make an insight
Fine,
check.
something I can roll.
13.
13?
16, 19.
Oh.
That's my dose.
Oh.
What do you roll?
Hold up, I got pluses. It's not what you think it is.
Gordon's is a 2 on the die. I got a 12.
12?
19.
19?
What, you said insight?
Yeah.
I got a 6.
6. What'd you get, Ghost?
I got a. Fuck. I put my dice. I think it was like a 13.
13? Cool.
Alrighty, so Nem. You know, because you are technically a legacy student also, that Montishila has founded itself on inclusivity. This school always wants people to feel included no matter what stuff they're going through. Curses, multi-classing, they just want you to feel included. And there have been plentiful of festivals that sponsor this inclusivity. But the Howl, um you backtrack through some of your stories that your father told you about. He never necessarily went to a Howl. He saw it as a barbaric festival, a festival that was founded on, just what he referred to as the unclean.
Mm.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good. So I was writing. I'm going to share the information that I have gathered in my brain.
Unclean, you say.
That I have remembered. It was founded by the uncleaned, my dad said.
He's like,
He never went to any of
I'm
them.
gonna have to bring bar soap with me.
he's like, don't call them that.
Wait,
Call,
is this going to be like just a giant orgy party?
no.
Okay. I just had to...
I feel like calling them unclean is a bit,
Well, we'll be the judge of that for ourselves, yeah?
The
a bit on a.
if you're gonna bring this up, I guess the politically correct term is the cursed.
Yeah, I was gonna say the unclean sounds a bit
Yeah, I forget that you come from a family of pretentious douchebags.
Oh,
Am I
don't know
wrong?
what to say about that.
Nemster disapprove.
Neptune just stops and just looks at the ground for a minute, just silent.
Shocked.
That's tough.
But anyway, you won't be seeing me at the Howl. Not my cup of tea.
Why?
Can I hang out with you then?
No, you should hang out with your party. I ain't gonna stop you from having some group fun.
Is it?
We need to get to know you more.
Here, if you run into any problems, smash this crystal on the ground.
What is with the crystals, bro?
Well, what will it do?
I'll take it if you don't.
It. How honest do you want me to answer?
Very honestly.
As honest as you can.
Something, hopefully me, will show up. If I'm busy, I'll send something else to show up.
What color is
I'll
it?
take it.
What color is the crystal?
It's clear. With a little, like,
Remember,
smoky
You
center.
smash it down. Don't swallow it. We don't want them to teleport inside of you.
Oh my god.
Yes, do not eat that shard.
Gotcha.
Maybe I should take the crystal.
Hypothetical question. What happens if you do eat the
We're
shard?
not eating
The thing that
the
gets
shard.
gets summoned inside you, and you go boom boom because of the arcane force.
Give me the crystal.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Can
I don't know
No,
why,
I'm not giving it to the people who've already eaten crystals.
I'm not gonna.
I don't
eat
know
that
why you're
crystal.
reaching
Yes,
up like
you
that,
will.
partner. I'm not that much taller
Well, I
than
was
you.
going like this.
I was thinking about using it on something.
I was gonna use it.
I feel like I should
I
carry
think
it.
me and Caleb have the same idea.
No.
Force feed it to an enemy.
No.
Anyway, if that's all you see him pop one of those blue crystals in his mouth, get out of here.
This is.
Bye.
Look, I'm just saying, force feeding this crystal to someone is a sound strategy.
If it's life or death, but we also should do it if we need help.
I know. I'm not saying do it now.
We'll
We
get
don't
help
have
at
any
the same
enemies.
time.
We don't have any enemies right now. We don't need it.
It's true.
If necessary, I will give you the crystal back.
Yippee.
But I will be riding on his shoulder, so the crystal will be with him technically.
Oh.
And I feel like he's bigger, so I think he has the higher chance of force feeding it to someone.
Cool.
That smile.
I have a gun.
That ain't gonna stop
Just
me.
gonna threaten people.
Alright.
Eat it or get blicked.
Eat it or die.
So
Eat it or play Russian roulette.
It is approaching lights out on a Saturday night, so that means up until the Howl, you have Sunday till Thursday evening of downtime, including some classes and other extracurricular activities such as Mage Tower practice. So we're gonna peruse through this downtime by going in order of how you spend this downtime. So we'll start with let's start with Ghost.
Well, for my first few days of downtime, I'm just gonna lay in my hammock and read.
I assume you also attend your classes.
Yeah.
Skipping all of them.
He's like, absolutely
Yeah,
not. That's not why I'm
so-
at college.
So
Read my
you-
hammock and get high.
Yes.
You chill out in your hammock, taking some leisure, and you also attend your classes at noon. And Smith gives you some instructions. You try to make it to the smithing corner. He's like, not yet, still a few more days.
Come on. Look, I want to make something for Apple.
I know you, and you know what? How how about this? I have a blueprint for Apple myself. How about for each day you attend and sit patiently in your seat, I give you a little piece that's in the blueprint, and then at the final week, I hand you the official blueprint, and you can figure out how to put all those pieces together. It's a fun little puzzle.
Fine, I'll do it.
So he hands you, he's like, good. Each day he hands you a little thing that, like, your artificer brain is already trying to figure out what the heck this blueprint is. Um, but you're just like, I gotta get the rest of the pieces. I gotta get the rest of the pieces. But he's instructing the class as a whole on how to inscribe runic energy into different pieces of metal to like enchant swords and different pieces of armor right now, and also like just enchanting metal in general for like um an arcane anvil, which like is what merchants arcane focus is kind of is. Um and yeah, so you sit
So you sit through some of those classes.
His teacher's name is Smith, as in like a smithy. I just realized that. I'm so dumb.
I come up with these names somehow.
And then mine made sense because I'm arcane and you called it Arcadia. So.
Yeah. So yeah, that's some of your classes. You're already trying to like fit the pieces together, also being like, do they fit like this, like this?
I'm also coming up with my own blueprints.
Yeah.
I have a specific upgrade for Apple I have in mind.
Yeah. Alrighty.
So we are going to cut to what Godot is doing these few days.
I am practicing the technique and going to class.
So you're trying to practice the dragon technique?
Yes.
Double nut. Double nut.
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. You're level 4 right now?
Yes.
Cool. The DC is 26.
He's trying to
Is
master
it Constitution
that
saving?
that he
Yeah.
read about.
Oh boy. Well, I have to nat or it's no go.
Yeah, you have to get a nat 20. You're done.
I got a 13.
13 total?
Oh, they have eyeballs.
Okay, so you're trying to do the technique, like you're looking at the book and the diagrams. For the sake of it, what type of dragon are you trying to summon?
Montishila.
That's the dean of the school. Dude, the thing is fucking
So-
giant.
I was inspired by the statue.
Yeah. So
You're doing the kata, you're trying to follow the movements the best you can with picturesque stuff and not like a fluid like what we have today for home martial art practice of videos. And you do the final move, try to release your ki, and you black out.
Oh, wait, what did he roll?
You black out, and 5 minutes later, you come to, and your muscles feel like jello.
No. Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I go to class then.
A little sluggishly, and Professor Slashhack is like, "Alrighty, swordsmiths, that section of the court, or sword craftsmen, that section of the court, ranged men, that side of the court. You traditionalists, you're with me."
Oh no.
Ow.
It's gonna be.
And your muscles are still waking up a little bit by the time you get to class. And he's like, let's see. He pairs each traditionalist off, and there's an odd number of students, which means a student gets partnered with the teacher, and guess who it is?
No. No.
You mentioned you were a student of Locke's. Let's see what he's shown you. Make me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Bro's getting his legs swept. Oh my god.
8.
8 total?
Yep.
So in the in what feels like the blink of the eye, you're back on the ground um with his left foot on you and his hands behind the back, being like, "What belt were you again?"
Uh, well, I don't really believe in belts.
Oh yeah, that's right. Lux did do that system. How many years were you in Lux's?
Ever since I was a young boy.
Wow. He's gonna make a check real quick.
He bruises your body a little bit. He sees your pouch, picks up the book you checked out from it, and sees that you and turns to what you bookmarked in the page, being like, "Now I see what the problem is."
You.
Yeah.
It's like he looks over to his TA and is like, "Johnny, bring the bucket."
What bucket? What the heck?
The bucket. What the
I
fuck?
hope it's full of ice.
The fucking book.
Johnny's like, "The bucket," and he's like, "The bucket." Um, so Johnny brings the bucket, and um, the professor like looks at it, sees that it's full, and it's like, "Yep, yep, yep," and pours it on you. It is a weird mix of just freshly brewed coffee, so it's still piping hot, but also um tons and tons of ice cubes too. So it's a weird mix, basically the medieval equivalent of icy hot.
That's funny.
All right.
And yeah, you get bludgeoned by the ice cubes, but they provide some relief, but the coffee is like and you just immediately snap up and he's like, "There you go, Sonny."
I thank them.
Yeah. He gives you a good like some emotional like support things on the shoulder, and then he like does the classic like father thing of like gives you a medium strength pat on the face, being like, "You stupid."
All right, and then
Yes,
when he
stupid.
does that, I'm gonna try to do a roundhouse kick.
Oh my god.
Make me an attack roll.
On your
An
teacher?
unarmed strike attack roll.
He's trying to.
You are prone, so it's with disadvantage still.
Roll another one.
Wait, you said in an attack roll?
Yeah.
What did he roll?
You are still technically prone because of how you are, so it is with disadvantage.
Oh, this is fucked up.
No matter what, he's probably gonna fail.
Where's my
It's a
attack?
three.
Plus 5. 8. Oh my god.
Dis
8.
8.
So you do this weird like capoeira roundhouse, getting up and kicking at the same time. Your muscles are still also like they're basically awake because of the icy hot now, because of the shock to your system, but your legs are the last to wake up, so you shock it. He catches it and just like seismic tosses you, almost like swings you around, and he's like, "Nice try, kid."
Do I land?
No.
Can I try to land?
face first.
You do land. You skirt a little bit though. Um, no damage necessarily, but you got a couple scrapes on your palms. Didn't Lux teach you to wrap your? Oh wait, no, you were basically gelatin, so of course you didn't wrap your hands. Take 5 and wrap your hands.
I take the 5 and wrap my hands.
Yeah.
Disappointment.
Man, every time I try, I just get better rolls.
You need different dice.
It would never work.
Not necessarily. Your dice are telling a story.
True, true.
Take the bad dice.
Those are your bad dice.
Roll this. See what you get. Oh.
Another 3.
Okay.
This man has rolled 8 threes in a row.
Cool. So those are your class. So your classes are of a similar schedule of like he switches off who you're paired off against every day, so you're not always stuck with him. So you go a nice 50-50 with the other traditionalist students. Just doing classic 1 point spar per hit. Um, first to 3, Karate Kid style. Yeah. Um, you don't win every one, but it's decently close. Um, yeah, and we're going to cut to how Fada is spending this little downtime.
I'm talking to my plants.
That's why.
Isn't they're
Um,
really bad at landing on like a salad.
Okay,
That's a
how do I want to
16.
do this?
I could roll that for the
They,
wild
they
mage.
can't. I can't understand them, but
Yeah.
they can understand.
What
me.
are you saying?
Like just giving them like reassuring dad things, like you can do it. I believe in you. To grow well and strong.
You can't
And
tell if it's
pruning
like
them up, cleaning
yeah.
them up and stuff.
Can't tell if it's like in your head or not, but for some plants where you do it, like their little, like some of their like leaves, like do a
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
waving at me.
kind of like a yeah.
but your professor's like those those ones only need us. Those ones you use more of a spritz on, not from the pot. Yeah, that'll help spread what the moisture around a little bit better.
Gotcha. We don't want any root rot.
No root rot. Yeah, that especially because some of the roots are more valuable than the actual flower.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Nora is a TA for some of the classes you participate in, and she's over like you can tell like both the professor and Nora like see you as like sort of the star pupils, like being like, hey Fur, we're a little busy over here. Do you mind watering the dragon lily real quick for us? Yeah, cause you s- you studied under in the case of Dragon Lily, her fellows her fellows um student, and in terms of Nora, her sub teacher. So yeah, so they know that if they're too busy to do something, they can leave it in good hands with you. Yeah, and I must say, can you make me a nature check? Because we're gonna see if you roll high enough, if you can gain an expertise.
Ooh,
As a little downtime activity.
yeah, but I'm proficient in that.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a 21.
A 21.
19
Cool.
plus 2.
Nice. So
I did say the DC in my head was going to be 20, so now you gain an expertise in nature after a couple classes. Now your proficiency bonus is doubled for nature. Yes,
I have a
yes,
plus 4 now.
yes. So upon taking classes, you can gain an expertise or an additional proficiency in something. It's of course RP dependent, and you can also just ask me in general. Yeah. But yeah, so you get a little better at learning some plant stuff. And we're going to cut to little Nem over here. Literally little. Small mans. So what you doing, Nem?
I had a plan.
you got a stock schedule.
I had a plan that all went out the door, but basics is I'm attending my classes, and the tower extracurriculars.
Yep.
And then spare
Makes sense.
time, I just want to read more into the tower,
Mhm.
into like sorcery.
Yeah.
But I want to
So-
call my dad.
Oh yeah, you can. There's a little like message spell booth for people who like want a longer duration of message. Um but yeah, so for class, mage tower practice, and personal study, I'm going to ask for a separate arcana check for each of them.
Okay. So that's Arcana for. Let's roll for. That's the wrong one. The classes. That's a 15. Wait, 4 or 5. That's a 16.
16, cool.
The mage tower is.
Yes, for practice.
Oh, that's a 12.
12. All right.
And what was the last one?
For your personal study.
That's a 15.
Okay.
So, in terms of your class, you are clearly the freshman to look out at. You're raising your hand constantly, answering questions.
And I'm so
Fucking Hermione Granger.
good at my.
Um, Things are a bit of a different story in Mage Tower practice. It's practice, so it's a smaller tower. The sigil is on um not necessarily the top because they don't want to wear you out on practice, but um out of the daily practices now, you manage to get to the floor before the sigil, but you just can't get there. It's like literally you get to the floor and you're racing someone else and they just get there before you by like a classic like just arcane duel. You're throwing some powerful stuff though, and they definitely see how you got on varsity as a freshman, but you're just there's also a reason you're still 10th seed though.
Mm-hmm.
Um and in your personal studies, I knocked the mic a little bit. In your personal studies, you find more about some of the, you know, kind of what the championship towers look like, where it's a school v school for the championship, just 10v10. It's def so they definitely for the championship towers, they definitely program the tower to add a lot more dueling floors, basically, to make the number of how many times someone gets kicked out a lot more prominent. They want it's the best versus the best, and we're trying to determine the championships. So they up the amount of dueling floors. And in order to compensate for that, they usually also program it where there's a lot less charging floors also.
Mm.
So you got to be a lot more smart about what you spend.
Sick. Nasty.
Cool. And that's y'all's downtime. It is now approaching Thursday evening. So,
Oh,
Can I call my dad?
oh yeah, you do want to call your dad.
I want to call my
Yeah,
dad.
so you
do the messaging booths, and you go over there, give the like sigil to call the the Nemsta household. Um, and um, the the crystal vibrates a little bit, and all of a sudden it gets picked up by your butler. Nemsta's residence.
It's Nemster.
Oh, Nem, yes, how are you doing?
I'm good. Is my dad there?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Your parents are currently at a council meeting right now. Can I take a message?
Ah, it'll probably be too late. I'll call him tomorrow.
Oh, are you sure? How's Montishila treating you?
It's fine. I don't. I know. It's been good. I got classes. I made the varsity team.
The varsity team?
I
Wow.
made the varsity team.
Not even your father could manage that.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I was telling myself.
Don't worry, I won't tell him you said that.
Oh.
You were.
What is the? I didn't even write the butler's name down.
Didn't come up with a name for him.
Your butler.
You come up with the name. He's from your backstory.
The nutler.
Just call him the Nutler. Oh, what's something that goes with Nemsters?
Nomsters.
Nom, not his name is Nom.
Nom.
You remember that he is Elvin. And you also remember that he was basically like not only your butler but also kind of your babysitter whenever your parents needed to go to a council meeting. And he was always supportive of your little arcane experimentations because while you definitely showed more practitionary things of pyromatic stuff, he definitely took up some aquamatic magic to compensate.
We love it. Well, I have to go study some more.
Of course, of course.
When my dad is free, you should have him call me.
Yes, I'll see what I can do about that. Do enjoy your time there. I'm so proud that you made varsity.
Thanks, Nom.
Yeah, you can.
Have fun.
Yeah, and before the crystal ends vibration, you can hear him also say, "Suck it, Master Nemster."
Yeah, fuck my dad. Not literally.
Oh, okay.
And then the crystal shuts down.
He said, suck it.
Master Nemsters.
That's hilarious.
That's
But yeah.
good.
And we
Thursday evening. A couple hours away from the house starting up. Any last minute preparations y'all want to do for that?
How long do the blue shards last?
Oh shoot. I'd say each shard lasts a minute. So when you took 2, it upscaled it to 10 minutes. If you take 3, the duration's going to be an hour. If you take 4, you are probably going to black out from
Overstimulation.
anti-overstimulant, and it's just your body's like, I go nap now. Yes. But Cryos also left you a note in the pile he handed you being like, here's the time durations. Do not take 4 under any circumstance. And if you try to pace each dose by 8 hours. So it's like if you do the 3 shard dose, after the hour is up, you gotta wait 8 more hours for another dose.
Okay. Gotcha.
Don't take any before the party.
Yes.
Because we need it at the
I
party.
will eat all of them before the party.
Oh, like 8 of them?
Yes.
So besides the 2 you took, so including the 2 you took, you now got I'd say 18 shards left.
Fuck time.
I assume my body's healed.
Yes.
Perfect.
Wait, when did you take damage? Oh, your hands.
Yeah,
That
you're
was
back.
jello.
You're back up. Cool. So yeah.
Yeah, y'all meet up before you head off. What do y'all want?
Can I enter with gloves already wrapped?
Ready to fight? I forgot your name.
Alright. I wrap my gloves before leaving.
Cool.
You've wrapped your hands and y'all meet up probably in the commons area.
Wow.
I put
That's
a
why it's footer instead of far. Footer.
cloth over Apple. That's its emotional support animal.
Oh, you made him a little thing.
Make me another sleight of hand check to see how official it looks.
Wait, I want to see if I have anything to help you, actually.
I mean, I have smithing.
And that is a 10.
A 10?
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
What if we, break the horse into the belly?
Oh, I'll also try to lie my way in. Don't worry.
I mean, I could just underarm. This is. This is not a real horse.
Because of the cloth you gathered, you kind of had to squish some of the letters together, so not as official looking as the document you have, but you think if I lie hard enough, it might be able to function.
So we're pulling up to the party. Damn.
Can we all be on? Oh,
Do you want to be on the horse?
I do, but
Can I
But
be on
look.
the horse?
Zach
Probably
can't be
ain't
on the
big enough.
horse.
I didn't want to open it on the mic.
You're good.
It's probably big enough for Gadot and the 2 smalls, but not for.
I I can keep up.
I will be on the horse as well.
Mhm.
I am
I take
small.
my
I need to
daily
have like a
jogs.
height advantage for this shit.
Yeah, so y'all all head off. So you all head off a couple blocks down. It's sort of a it's weird. It's a dome-ish shaped building, but it's also still like squarish. It's a weird like rounded square shape, but sort of like domed ceiling. Um, and y'all head off. They've got like streetlights to say like it's here. The underground rave is here.
Wow, bring all of the attention to the underground rave.
No one
yo.
cares.
They all know it.
I
at
hope
this
it's really
point.
underground.
And there is a line, and you see that there's a bouncer over here, like checking people, like you can go, you can go, you can go, you can go, you can go. And it finally gets to your turn in line, and he's like, "Hey, it up, horse, got to stay here."
Nah, sir. Look, paperwork.
Dece- Deception check versus this guy's.
Can I make it just with my aura behind him intimidation?
Oh, you're fucked.
Yeah, that was bad. 8.
I don't know.
You're gonna try to
just-
intimidate him,
just
being
me-
like, "Just let the
just-
horse in."
No, just staring at him as just existing behind him, like the dead stare.
Make me an intimidation check.
Where is it? I got a plus.
Intimidation.
A 13.
Cool. He's like,
Not very good.
"Where's the company seal?"
Look. You want to see the company seal? And I try to run in with Apple.
Why didn't we just say it's a
Can
Drew
I
and Wild
distract the the busser when he does that?
You're on Apple right now.
Wait, can I?
Oh, can I
I'm the
hop
only
off
one
to
not.
distract?
Wait, I have a thing that's for distracting people. Can I do that?
What is it?
My grovel, cower, and bend.
Cobalt.
Until the end of your next turn, allies gain advantage on attacks against enemies, but I can also I can use it to distract foes.
That's perfect.
Within
Hang
10
on,
feet.
I'm gonna roll something. So you're screaming.
We're all doing shit all at once.
So you're screaming. You're just booking it. Yeah, so you book it in, barge past him with the
Angry
cobalt scream. Some people think it's like part of the show and like it's a grand entrance of something. So they're like, "Yeah!" And he's like, "I don't get paid enough for this."
Wait, we got in with the horse?
Yeah, you three got in with Apple, and he's like, "Just make sure it don't crap on the floor."
That's on you.
That's on you. You're claiming that.
He's like, shit, I didn't think of that.
It's the size of you, by the
Yeah,
way.
he's looking at you, Furry, and he's like, "Just make sure it doesn't use it on the floor." Kitty.
Baby.
The elusive cat of the house.
Yeah, he's just like, "Because if it does crap on my floor, y'all are picking it up."
Is this your house?
No, it's not my house.
So it's not your floor.
But
So it's not your
he
problem.
runs the joint.
You know what I mean. Get in there, have fun.
Man, this still seems a little sketchy to me.
Yeah, so y'all...
Pop your crystals. Not all 18, please.
Yeah, so here's the layout, as you can see by the predetermined battle map. And I'm gonna fix something too real quick. So y'all enter in, the dance floor area.
Where's the marker go?
He has all of them over by his area.
Yeah.
Oh, Glenn stole them.
I was giving them.
Yeah, so you enter around here, and you enter around the dance floor area.
Our menus.
Kevin has them.
Yeah, you look around and you see that there is a bar/social area and also just a blanket social area. There's some chairs around for like resting a bit, socializing, conversating. But this place is where the rave is at. And over by the wall, you see MC Darks.
just
You wanna go
hitting
talk to
it
him?
on his machine, playing a ditty.
Well,
He going to town.
partners, what you want to do?
I'm going.
I would like to either stay on the horse or get on his shoulders. I am stubby, I am short, I will be trampled.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
You're heading to the bar?
Yep.
Cool.
I'm going on his shoulders, actually, because I want to go to the bar.
I head to the bar.
I'll go to the bar.
Bar.
We're all going to the bar.
All going to the bar.
I
Sup?
didn't take tavern.
Thank you,
Brawler
sir, for
nothing.
putting me on your shoulders.
Cool. And them is on the shoulders of
Good dog.
Good
Good
out.
dog. Cool. So y'all approach the bar and the bartender is like, hey, even if it is emotional support, we health code violation, can't have that thing in here.
I'll kick you.
Wait, I would like you to know
Little
that
bird.
this lizard is a friend of ours and is in our party and is a student. Oh, you're
Not-
talking about the horse.
Not the good. Yes, the horse, you racist.
Oh, no, sorry.
Wait, who is he talking about?
You.
I thought he was
Can
talking
I
about
make
getting
an
a lizard.
investigation
You
check
fucking
into the other
Well, he was
patrons
trying
of
to
said
kick you
bar?
out.
I may be a small dragonborn, but
Yeah.
I'll fuck your
And
shit.
What?
I'll use one of my Kenku recalls, so I'll get advantage on that.
Okay.
What?
What?
I am investigating the other patrons of the bar, so I can see. Hey, this something's not right here. Oh, damn, that was not good. A 12.
Cool. So you look around and there's people of all different kinds. You see goblins, you see bugbears, you see humans.
Oh, so a bugbear can be in here. A bugbear can spread all their hair and stuff.
This is
But my horse can't be
racism.
in here?
Oh, so I was racist?
You called
Is
me a
your horse
lizard.
house
Are
trained?
you not?
Yes.
We're offended by those words.
Is it?
Yes.
I'm gonna be sad.
I'm
We
a-
live in a ranch style
Mhm.
house at my home.
No, you're.
A ranch style.
I'm not gonna say
We bring the horse inside.
Alrighty, fine. It can sit at a table, but it can't be within 30 feet of the actual bar stead.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Compromise here.
How are we getting this horse? There's like crowds of people. We're just moving through the horse.
horse.
They're gonna move for a horse.
You see a couple people try to like hop on Apple thinking Apple's part of the shtick, but Apple just kicks them off. They do like a couple flips, land in the middle of the crowd, and they're like, "What?" You could tell some people are on stuff tonight.
The horse is a springboard.
Did you take your
Confirmed.
crystals?
No.
Night.
Oh.
There is a decent amount of like sound and a ton of people.
I'll pop.
No, you're not overstimmed yet to where you have to pop one yet. You just arrived.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all ready for
Well,
some drinks?
From my high up standpoint, can I investigate who's in the social area?
If you can see through the door.
Oh, there's a door.
Yeah.
Oh, Eric, give me the red marker. I'll put two.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
red on
put,
the doors.
I'll put door
Yeah.
marks.
Yeah. Just red is door. So yeah. So yeah. Door.
Damn.
Door.
I will investigate this area.
Door.
Because he investigated the bar. I'm going to investigate the rest of the room.
Yeah.
If I am
So
able
you're
to.
investigating the social room.
Yeah.
So the room next door.
Or,
Oh, just the bar area.
yeah, because he did the bar. I'm going to do the other area. 16.
Cool. So you look over the social area. There are a lot more people in dark and leather clad over in the social area. In fact, you look around and you can tell like a lot more people are wearing like darker clothes for some reason.
You're all getting drinks.
Yeah.
May you, down. You gave me uppies. Can I go down now?
Can I get downies?
Can I get down?
Yeah, I'll set you
Yeah.
down.
Um,
Damn little climb with me.
can I have Godot and Far make perception checks?
14. Cool.
16.
16. Excellent.
Uh,
Alrighty, so we'll take care of Fur first. Fur. You look around like not necessarily overstimmed, but definitely on the brink of it. You're about to pop a shard in, and all of a sudden you hear Fur! Hey!
the whiplash turn.
Literally just cranking the neck. Who know my name?
Who go there?
And out from the social area, you see Nora, but in a bit of a different garb. Instead of the
Oh, she dressed
druidic cloak dress thing, you see her in sort of a, you see her in a black tank top, sort of, leatherless pants, and she is wearing wooden bracers. Yeah. And on her right arm bracer is also wrapped around her Montishila student bracelet. Also.
What does her bracelet look like?
Her bracelet is it says it marks her as year 2. Was she year 2?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, year 2, she, her, and bi.
Gotta take some notes.
You?
Information. I am going to act like I do not hear it.
Wait, what?
Fert. She
gonna-
works through the crowd and
Head down
taps you
and
on the
look.
shoulder, being like, Fert, you alright? You alright?
Does she have to jump to reach his shoulders?
I was dragged here.
I was brought you against my will.
Oh, come on. She looks at the pouch, sees the shards that Cryos gave you, and is like, Cryos hooked you up.
Yeah. I got 18 of these mugs.
Okay.
Jeez, how many parties do you plan on going to?
I ate 2 already.
Oh, he had you do a test taste dose.
Yeah, and he didn't tell me beforehand, so I ate 2 at once.
I mean, that's only an hour, so... Wait, no.
10-ish.
10 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
10-ish.
jeez. Yeah.
We'll,
Hey,
we'll see. We'll
I
see.
used to have to take those myself. It's completely fine, but hey, look at me. Not one of those on me. Come on, I got a table. Let's just talk. How about that? Get you in the mood.
I love how none of us change. We're all just in our regular
I will
clothes.
pop 3.
I'm in cowboy guard. I'm always dressed up.
Are you trying to hide it from her that you're taking 3, or
Oh, that
Nope,
makes you
I'm
so
just going.
bougie.
I'm always dressed
she
up.
3.
she
like,
tries to
Mem's
be
only
like,
been
no,
to formal
not
parties
yet,
once in a
not.
whole
We gotta talk
season."
first. No, you like curl her. You're so strong, and she's like, oh, whoa. And yeah.
Wait, what race is she? Is she? Like,
She was Elven.
Elf?
Yeah.
Okay, I just put druid chick.
Yeah.
I don't think it wrote that she was Elven.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do
Cool. So yeah, you all head over to the table. You experience the stimulation. Upon taking the full 3 shard dose, you're also able to see wisps of arcane energy around, and you see it also kind of gives you the dose also kind of gives you X-ray vision, as explained previously when you were able to sense what was happening on the floor below you. That you see a cluster of purple arcane energy emanating from MC Dark's DJ booth.
That's not sus. He's a DJ. He uses magic to DJ. You know, that's not sus. Let's not think about that.
is it like a perception thing or investigation to tell if the vibe is bad from the purple magic, or
Hey, yo, what's your vibe?
You can try an Arcana check.
I'll try an Arcana check. I got a 0 on an Arcana.
I'm gonna say the shards give you a +2.
I got a +2 on Arcana. That's a 19 on the die.
So 21
on Arcana
Cool.
check.
So what you're getting from it now is that the MC Darks is not a bard by trade. He's a different type of spellcaster, but he sends his magic into his booth somehow. You don't necessarily know the effect that has not being a bard by trade but making music, but nothing's triggering a hostile response yet. It's just like, oh, that's a very big, strong cluster of magic right
I'm
there.
gonna assume it's enchantment.
Yeah.
So people like it.
I'm gonna fix the battle map because it got knocked a little bit. There we go. Cool. Cool. So we're gonna cut from you and go to Godot. So you're over at the bar along with Nem and Ghost. Where are you at?
I've made my way from the bar.
To where?
Um,
You want to make more? You want to have more springboard moments on the dance floor?
yes.
Cool.
Yep.
So you walk Apple probably to the dead center of the dance floor, being like, you're probably like, hey, place your bets how far you're gonna go.
All right, step up, step up. If you want to get flung,
He's
just
in here
step
to-
right behind
He's
her.
in here to make money.
It's 5 gold per flip.
Some
Maybe
people are like,
1 gold.
ugh.
1 gold per flip.
That's more doable.
Yeah, because in terms of like referencing our world money, a gold piece is the equivalent of $100.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 1 gold.
Because copper is what, like 20?
Yeah, it goes. Copper is $8, silver is $10, gold is 100.
That's why I would do the silver. We're broke college kids.
No, if they want to flip, they're paying a gold. That
No.
book was 50 gold.
You see, here's the thing.
20 gold.
It is a thing at
20 gold.
a rave. So go ahead.
Yeah, not everyone here is student body. You see that not everyone's wearing a Montishila student bracelet.
And they're drunk.
Yeah.
They're gonna give him money.
And probably off the molly.
At the end of this, we'll roll percentile to see how much you made.
Bad.
Boing, 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 boing.
Boing, 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 boing,
Boing,
boing,
boing,
Cool.
boing, 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 boing.
So yeah, so you're on the dance floor making money. You're at the bar with Godot after downsies.
Yeah, he put me down. I was gonna go try to get to the dance floor through all the people.
Okay. Yeah, you're probably like,
I'm
how scared are you of being trampled?
A little bit. I'll be honest. I've been trampled a couple of times.
Yeah, you probably hang out more at the door then.
Yeah.
Being like, you're watching people get launched, being like, we're gonna make.
Because I was gonna ask
Bank.
if there was like any speakers or anything over here that I could climb on top of, so I could.
Blow
Oh,
out
most
your ears.
definitely.
And blow out your ears.
Oh, most definitely. But the thing is, how much do you want to risk possibly getting stepped on to get to those speakers?
Is there any like?
Are you small enough
is
to
there
cut
any,
through people's legs?
Probably. Is there any like pillars or anything on the walls?
Not necessarily, no.
Should stay on the horse.
If they're
That's why I got the horse.
If you're actual of small size, you can pass through people without being affected.
I could probably make it.
But it's a
over.
dance floor, so people are shuffling.
People- oh,
so
yeah.
it'd probably be difficult.
You also got to
terrain
watch for
still.
falling people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're doing the one thing.
Yeah.
Ca-
We don't know how people are gonna fly.
I'm gonna spider climb.
You're spider
God, it's gonna
climbing?
be a kobold on the ceiling.
Can I
Hey.
spider
Oh, no.
climb?
Absolutely, send it.
Hold on, let me make sure I read this fully. It's up to 1 hour.
Yeah. So you probably can spider climb for the entirety of the rave, but enough to probably get to the speaker and ride it like Montishila.
Okay, because it was either just Misty stepping to the speaker or spider climbing.
Yeah. Sadly, I don't think this is enough space for Misty Step.
Yeah.
Baggage.
Woo.
What? It
My
is
next season.
30 feet, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Not really.
Yeah.
I think spider climb's the better way. 'cause it
Yeah,
lasts
so
longer.
you activate
Load
spider
open
climb,
it.
start climbing, and you notice that other arcane users are getting the idea of like thinking like it's a party trick thing, being like,
No.
go.
I'm just gonna like try and go on the ceiling and then like just look at everybody across the dance
Yeah,
floor.
yeah, you recognize that there is quite a handful of people. I mean, you recognized earlier that are cladded in black, basically.
It's like everybody.
Not everyone, no.
Okay, a majority.
Decent chunk. But yeah, so you spider climb, you make it to the speaker, go, hop on it, and like do it, and people are like,
Nem.
nem.
I'm gonna start a Nem chant.
Nem.
Is there anyone like sus?
Perception?
Okay. Ugh. The wrong one. Hold on. 13.
13. There is someone with there is someone cladded in black with a purple sheath hanging out at the edge of the door. Like, it's weird that they have a sheath, but you can't see if there's an actual blade in it, which is kind of adding to the sus factor, but it's like...
Were weapons allowed in the building?
To an extent.
Oh.
It's like, if it's a weapon defining, like, what class you're studying, they're like, just don't use it. It's like, this is a social event, primarily, so it's like...
Got it.
So it's like if you decide to bring a battle axe, it's like, oh, cool, barbarian or fighter. It's like, and like engage in conversation about it.
Okay.
Like you see a decent handful of arcane users like using their arcane orbs to like enhance the light show a little bit, being like doomts.
Dancing lights.
Balls.
Yeah.
Throw out.
Yeah, it's a social gathering. People are having fun.
I'm gonna keep my eye on the person, and then my next chance, I'm gonna try to talk to them, but I'm gonna let other people.
Alrighty. Gadot, you're at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
What you doing?
I'm gonna ask the bartender for any rumors that have been going around.
He's like, bro, this is a party. Like, what do you want?
I know he has a lot in his head.
Persuasion check.
Are you gonna tip him? Or you don't have any gold? You don't have any money.
I completely have to. What do you roll?
You said persuasion?
Yeah.
I got a 14.
14? He's like, he sees your bracelet and is like, no, you're not a narc. He's like, all that, not much rumors going around. It is the beginning of the year. I have heard that this freshman class is the craziest. He sees the year mark on your necklace being like, wait a minute. Darker. You're the new addition to the blacklist.
Yeah.
Oh, does he have a black bead on?
No. But he's like, he just sees like the physical description being like, at least you made it to floor 3.
Gotta rule the day.
Kid, trust me, don't try to fight against the blacklist. Once you're on it, it's very rare you get off it. And you do not want to protest the list.
What happens if you protest the list?
What do you think happens when you try to go against an army, basically the equivalent of an army of arcane users who created a contract that creates a magical barrier that you cannot enter?
We're just gonna get banned from the campus.
I'm banished.
Banishment.
Well, that seems like trouble. Mischievous trouble.
He is gonna mess some stuff up.
Well, anyways, can I get a couple drinks?
Yeah. you hear someone to the side of you being like, put his first on my tab. And you look over to the person who said it. You see, bit of a muscular female, shaved sides, pulled back, kind of like female version of my hairstyle.
It's Trevin.
Buff lady Trevin.
They are also wearing monk robes, except theirs are pitch black. With a purple stripe going down the sleeves. It's like, you are the only other person in monk garb I have seen at this thing. Usually, people of our traditionalist teachings don't attend here.
Well, I didn't choose to be a monk. The monk life chose me.
Those are the
My gods, you are cheesy.
that was your best pickup line.
There's no pickup line. I thank you for the drink, though.
You see that they're wearing a Montishila student bracelet. You see that the bracelet registers them as a third year. She, they pronouns.
Ooh, he getting spiced up with the upper class.
And bi.
What's up with the black garbs?
I'm so glad.
School I studied in, kind of like how, it's incredibly interesting that one of Lox's students decides to go to this thing.
Oh,
he knows a lot about you there,
what
bud.
a good guy he is. Basically raised me.
I think Godot might be dense.
Godot is very dense.
Well, that drink was mighty good. I think I'm gonna head out.
Hey, no. Dixie, let's talk. Share some of our ideals.
I mean, if you give me another drink.
Bro's gonna get tipsed up.
He's gonna get a little too.
Make his second a 50-50 split.
Oh, God.
We'll work for it. Oh, don't tell me you're so traditional as you don't got any cash on you. The bartender looks over at you, being like,
No money.
No money. Don't
How
be
about we make a bet?
Oh no. He's gonna go into debt.
The bet is
He's gonna gamble.
if I have money, you win. If I don't have money, you give me 5 coin.
That's.
what's your name?
I can't with him.
My name is Godot.
Godot? Cool.
You're just in the corner.
Name's Luna.
Luna?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Luna. Nice to meet you.
Yep. She looks over and is like, I have a different idea. We have a challenge here, folks.
Oh,
like-
shit, no.
Someone wants to have a fun time, get a few drinks. Let's turn it into a show. And people are like, yeah. And the bartender starts gathering shot glasses, being like, alrighty,
Oh, no.
alrighty, Luna, you know the rules.
I don't have enough to pay for this. Oh, no.
It's like, don't worry, loser gets the tab for both participants.
You better not fucking
I'm gonna be
lose.
dead. Oh, no. All those teachings, what were they for?
I can't help you. I only got $70.
I got 100.
And we are going
This is so much gold. I
to
have the rich
cut
family.
from that.
I'm poor and I have 75.
I don't know.
Oh, boy.
Maybe I'm just a good person.
Yeah, we are going to cut from that.
You see where they got me?
So guys, I have a little spicy thing. Can I have everyone except Far leave the table, please?
Oh.
Yeah, good job, good job.
We
Good
fuck
thinking.
tonight.
Good thinking. We out.
I'm Odin.
Oh, I'm stuck.
I'm Odin on the crystals.
gonna OD. You're just gonna
I took 3 of them, Melissa.
You're just gonna
I can see through walls.
Where the hell did they go?
They
They went upstairs.
Hi, Far.
Hi, God.
So, here's what's up. So you are enjoying yourself. You went over to
That would.
yeah. You went over to the social room a little bit. And
I
you're
let them was spider climbed on the.
oh yeah. I'm saying that. Yeah. So you are sitting with Nora, having a good time. All of a sudden, things slow down, even slower than what the last dose did. But you know that. Where'd the other one go?
The glue didn't stick.
Oh, whoops. Didn't dry enough, I guess. Where'd the other one go? There's.
Oh, it got knocked off.
Oh.
When they got up.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, things go to 0 miles per hour. Everything freezes.
Oh no.
And you hear a chuckle. You both recognize this voice and don't recognize it at the same time. And all of a sudden, you feel a hand on your shoulder. And it is shadowy, being like, "Having a fun time, are we, Father?" You recognize this as your beast.
Oh, fuck. I wouldn't say fun. My new party wanted to hang out at a rave, and an upperclassman gave me these blue crystals, and now, why are you here?
You're telling me you don't feel it? I mean, you saw the cluster coming from that DJ machine.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't seem bad. I know it's a thick ball of arcane, but...
Yeah, I guess you are kind of ignorant to our relationship between us.
I
Listen,
still don't even know what you are.
To be fair, I don't think I was even supposed to get paired with you. I don't think I was supposed to even show up in this world. But here I am. Here you have to deal with me. Listen, things are about to get a lot more fun. So we can either compromise the easy way or the hard way.
What? What do you mean compromise?
Listen, stuff's about to go down. You either let me out now, and I try to get us out of this in one piece, or you try to resist me, and things get a lot bloodier.
How do I know you're not just gonna go feral and start ripping people's throats out like last time? I've heard what you did in the test.
That's fair. Got a little hungry, but right now, he points over to the DJ booth, being like, "That guy's gonna be a problem. A much bigger problem than your little college probably can handle." In fact, I get that in this world, this is the biggest school, but trust me, in my knowledge of things, there are much bigger. And there are also much bigger threats. And he obviously knows something. So, let me tear out his throat, possibly get out some information. We might have another one of these discussions and we can share notes. Or you can try to handle things yourself, get a little bloody, and I probably come out anyway. So let's just skip the middleman.
Can you promise not to hurt innocent people this time? If I do let you out?
And we're gonna invite everyone back.
Should I activate my rage?
Not yet.
So whatever comes out first, really.
They've been
Yeah, I know they've been having a lot of issues there. Sorry.
What the hell?
Don't worry about it.
Look at me! Radio station.
That's the purple that you saw.
Yeah, that's the guy I want to go talk to on my next chance. Are you gonna talk to the DJ, Caleb?
Probably.
A dolphin?
No, we don't have enough minis.
You know.
I
Alright,
know,
forget we're recording
I need
still.
to get I need to get a variety of regular people.
Yeah, I think you can buy like the bulk minifigs
I'll
of
look
just
into it.
random
but
people. Or else we gotta start buying slowly.
That's what I've been trying to do with that. Like last time, I think I got the fire elemental.
Oh, I think I have more people actually.
Ooh.
You guys.
Oh yeah, if you have any more humanoids, I would love
I
those.
should have more humanoids.
Oh, the perfect thing.
Yeah, those are shadows.
I was getting.
No, you know the rules.
I'll put the shadows away.
Ooh, actually, I'm gonna swap that out.
Most of them will be nail.
Yeah, I only need those now.
Excuse me. Sorry, Mike.
Oh wait, no, I need more.
Bum 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 bum. I like that mini a lot.
Which one's that one? Oh, that's
The tiefling
oh shit or whatever.
blade singer.
No wait, oh shit has a phantom behind her. Yeah, that one was oh shit.
Yeah.
I used that was in the same
Alrighty.
pack though.
Bum 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 bum. Okay, chillin', sit down.
This one was Layla in the other campaign.
Luna's gonna kick my ass.
Luna's big buff will probably kick your butt.
Excuse me.
You're not gonna die.
I like tortos.
3,
I like that.
2.
You could die.
Alrighty,
Alcohol
so
poisoning is a thing.
we had
It is.
our
How many
little moment, and everyone make me a perception or arcana check.
I would like to choose Arcana.
15.
15 for what skill?
Arcana.
Cool.
I want to say 19, but mine's pulling up right now. I think it's
course.
+4 for Arcana because I'm proficient.
You said Arcana or Perception?
Yeah.
Do I still have the +2 from the rocks?
Yes.
Okay, so I got an 18 on the die, so +2 would be a dirty 20.
Yeah, 19.
I got a
19.
4.
Cool.
Love it. Love
Alrighty,
it.
so what you just hear is MC Darks just increasing the music amount and it's just upping it, and you're like, sup?
He's building up.
As I'm about to lose my next millions of coins.
You see Luna start to go for a shot, but all of a sudden she starts shaking. And she's like, no, no, no.
I take as much shots as I can while she's freaking out.
Who rolled for Arcana? You two? You two feel a surge of arcane energy out of nowhere all of a sudden. And you're just like, what the frick is going on? This don't feel right. And you rolled perception.
Mm-hmm.
You see a decent handful of people start freaking out, including Nora. Her skin starts getting paler a little bit. And how do you respond?
Ask
Nora,
her girlfriend if she's okay.
No. Ooh. Trevin, what do I do in this situation?
You.
We didn't finish.
Finish
The
what?
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Oh my.
You're perceiving this now, but you still see him by you still. The blue tint is also gone. You're perceiving this at normal percentile.
Okay. Yeah, I'll trust him.
Trust him.
Yeah, this time.
I'm so fucking confused right
This
now.
time.
So you gain some bestial features, and all of a sudden, before you fully go, you see Nora flick her head. Her eyes are glowing red. Fangs pop out of her mouth, and she starts lunging at you. And you see some effects of other people going at you. The ones over by the corner, not by the compass on the map. Yes, they're facing the same effect as Nora. And the ones on the other side of the room start taking on other bestial features. Fur starts popping out of them. You see that inside this rave, the cursed are referring to vampiric and lycanthropes.
It's just a party of vampires and werewolves. And we just walked into
That
the
would
middle of
explain
it.
why they only get together during moons.
And it explains why my dad called them the unclean.
Well, question.
Or the
Back
cursed.
to you, Godot.
So, yeah, when she was experiencing her little breakdown, how many shots did I ingest before she did her thing? Because
Dude,
I don't
you're
care.
losing.
I'm winning.
You're losing your head to her.
He has he's
you-
drunk now.
Yeah, you see that
Master.
her back starts hunching a little bit. She gets hecka hairier. And all of a sudden she has a lupine face, turns at you. The bartender is like, "Everyone out!" And she also lunges at you. And you two in the dance floor see that people all of a sudden are starting to panic and book it for the door as you recognize that people have awakened their vampiric and werewolf side, and it's like, but it doesn't look like they're necessarily in control of it. And MC Darks is just
Playing.
still going at it.
So, can I jump at him and, like, stop him from playing?
Everyone roll initiative. And on initiative, that is where we're going to end this episode.
Why?
Oh shit! Oh no!
I actually did good.
Thank y'all so much for joining us for our second episode of the Montishila Institute of Adventuring. Next time, obviously, we will be entering in combat. I am your host and DM, Trevin June. Joined me today is Alyssa Bartos as Nemsters,
Nem.
Zach Honore as Far, Gordon Pavlot as Gadot, and Caleb Went as Ghost.
Howdy.
Thank you so much, and see you next time.